for last week or the 2 weeks ago. Free inspiration up for grabs.
I think Ethan should do it.
The
I
one person
zoned out
that
halfway through last session.
the one person
I was there.
that wasn't here
Kind
wasn't
of.
playing. Johnny, you want to do it?
I mean, sure. Fuck it, we ball. Last session, let me just. I have to really think. It's been so much fucking D&D. Last session we started off by what? Where did we even like actually start last session?
You're the only person that I know takes notes, and you don't know what happened.
I'm
I
trying to
think-
not look at my notes. I'm trying to not look at my notes.
I think
That's why
that
they're
what really
there.
happened, what actually happened.
I
No, we
haven't
were
sure.
just done with the bandit camp when we started last session. So we had a
Thank
pretty
you.
uneventful evening and night, and then we went to the big town of Blackwood.
Okay. I got it.
And
from
this
here.
this is where we get it interesting, because we then went into like I don't remember what it was called, the cultist thingy, which is not cultists,
You mean the sanctuary?
and collected our rewards.
You mean the sanctuary?
Basically, yes, the sanctuary.
Okay.
It's nice to know that
I'll-
you perceive them as a bunch of cultists.
I'm gonna nail the recap now. Okay, watch this.
From here,
guess
Watch
you-
this.
So you want to do the rest of the recap? Because you've missed a fuck ton of things.
Yeah.
oh, apparently I have, but after that, I don't know names even, so actually maybe it's gooder than you. You do it.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. So
What did I miss?
Last session, we started off in the bandit camp after having killed them. A bunch of the people. 2 got away, and we managed to capture 1. Now, the one we captured was very talkative, so we gagged him basically as fast as we could. We looted the bandit camp and we found a lockbox that had the LF logo on it, which we perceived to be Longfoot. We loaded that up. We loaded Red into the wagon. We bound the prisoner to walk behind the wagon, and then we set sail after having eaten. Not set sail. We started the horses.
We are not in the ocean yet.
Where did the horses?
Once we got to a new camp where we settled down for the night, I personally bound up the prisoner, and we set up camp. Rurik went to do first watch. He rolled very low. Luckily, Carthus was sleeping on top of the prisoner. So when the prisoner tried to get away, Carthus was awakened. Nothing more happened throughout the night. When we woke up, I went to give water to the prisoner. He bit my finger. I burnt him to a crisp with hellish rebuke. I was yelled at by Zinon, and we just called it a wee little accident. From there, we packed up camp, went to Blackwood, where we delivered the carts, delivered the horses that we had taken with us from the bandit camp. Then Zinon went down to talk to the new, what's his title again? Records keeper. Where I found out that, well, apparently he doesn't like me. I showed at the party around town or the marketplace, and then we ended up at the first inn to grab some drinks, some food, and to sleep. And we ended up the session with me and Zinon stumbling into our apartment, piss drunk, and speaking nonsense.
Okay. I will give inspiration to you, Johnny. And Chris, you get inspiration as well.
Yay!
Hey!
Did
Double
half
up.
a job. Success.
That's D&D for you.
Okay, so I believe last time, correct me if I'm wrong, Johnny, but it was still the 14th?
I'm pretty certain it was the 14th.
Yeah. I don't think I moved it over just yet. I could be wrong.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Did I? Do I have it in my notes if I did? No, I don't put those down. I leave that up to you guys for some reason. Alright. In that case, it is Friday the 15th of October, 11:48. We're gonna start off with our new individual into the group, Ethan. If you'd like to introduce your character a little bit, just before we start off.
Do I have any like just a like what like should I give a physical description or I don't really know where I am currently.
So you're gonna be you've made your way to Blackwood. You've received a parchment on your journey over to Blackwood after the incident has happened. You know, getting a well-paid job is very important to your survival.
Yes, as it is most people's survival.
Yeah, as it is. So you've made your way to Blackwood. You know, you've seen this letter. You've sort of seen it between territories, between different areas. That Blackwood is specifically looking for someone that is well versed in artifacts and so on and so forth. It was signed by a council of elder in Blackwood. You presume it seems to have been spread quite far, considering you've seen it about 2 territories away. You're not 100% sure, but that's where you are. You're arriving at Blackwood at very early in the morning. I'm going to say it's probably about 6:40 in the morning. Again, on the 15th of Friday. You've spent most of your time traveling during the day, trying to get to Blackwood as quick as possible. Being by yourself, it's been a tad scary here and there, but also somewhat peaceful, somewhat oddly quiet and restful in particular instances. You do remember going by the sort of abandoned-ish checkpoint by the Cherry Hills going into Blackwood. Nothing was there of value apart from some carrots here and there. There was some burnt ash left over in various places. Seemed to have been brushed by the wind. You didn't give it much attention or thought.
Yeah, I'm sure that ash was nothing.
Don't think it was anything. You made your way. You've arrived at Blackwood very early in the morning. The entrance, the gates are very much alight with braziers that are lighting up the area as much as possible for the guards there. Most guards have spears or halberds that have extended ranges. But yeah, if you want to give your description just as a head for everyone else in the future.
Yep, my character. So, she would be like a sort of average height human woman. She was wearing like gray robes with some like purple accessories. So the robes themselves look mostly bland, but kind of been fancied up a little bit. Besides that, she has kind of fairly normal average looks, purple eyes, and that's the one non-average thing I suppose. And then long hair that is naturally brown but has been dyed purple, though clearly a while ago since it's kind of starting to fade. And she would be holding she would probably have sort of a saddlebag with probably a notebook out and approaching this gate with likely, I guess, the letter in hand that potentially I would need to use to get in.
You spot a guard tap another on the plated armor shoulder pad with his tip of the spear very gently, not doing any damage obviously, and then nodding over to you. And this one gets a checkboard out and gets ready with a pencil, and you kind of hear him gruff. And as you get closer, name and reason you're entering Blackwood, please.
Hello, I'm Sedna Holloway. I'm here because I saw this. This was like a bounty or something, was it? Out of character question. Was this like a bounty or application job search?
Yeah, you could call it a job searching opportunity.
I saw advertisement. I saw this advertisement about your sanctuary potentially looking for scholars of relics, and I was coming to apply or try to see if I could, assist. And I would hold out like the, flyer.
The guard puts his checkboard under his arm and takes your flyer for the moment and looks at it. And you can see him reading. Okay. Good luck going to the sanctuary. I wish you the best of wishes because you're going to be meeting the Grand Mage.
Oh.
We've had issues. So, good luck. He's not in a good mood.
Oh, okay. I'll take that into note. I don't suppose you know where it would be, like the directions. Never been here before.
Oh, the sanctuary. Once you go through the gates, you just continue following the main road, and when you sort of see the fountain, you go left and you go up the hill, and you'll get to another gate that's guarded for sanctuary officials, and then you'll go through, and they'll direct you to the sanctuary as you get up there.
Thank you very much. I'll be on my way.
No worries. He takes his checkboard out, writes your name down, and does some stuff, and gives you back your advertisement paper.
Yeah, flyer. I think that might be a good word for it. I don't.
You take you take the paper back and you start heading up the road.
Yep.
One of the more confusing things is currently in Blackwood is there's not a lot of guardsmen around, or even sentinels for that case.
Bulletin. That would be a good word.
That would have been if we'd thought of it like 3 minutes ago.
I just looked up flyer synonyms.
Yeah, Blackwood isn't well particularly guarded at the moment. You've noticed going through the main sanctuary districts that you've gone through, a lot of the sanctuary places have a lot of guardsmen and a lot of sentinels hanging around in very popular spots. But coming into Blackwood, there's a sense of not that much in aspect of guarding or just like, I guess, civil workers doing much.
So it's seeming unguarded, is what you're saying?
Yeah, there are guardsmen hanging around or like patrolling, but it's definitely not as much as you anticipate it being for such a big place and for something that holds the sanctuary. And where you've been, sanctuary places are heavily fortified and heavily guarded. And well, fortification is great here, but there's no guardsmen really.
Didn't I heard about like I remember those some out of character. I remember those some incident recently. Do I know about that, or do I just know about what this letter says?
Roll me an insight check.
Okay, insight.
I think it would be insight, to be fair.
So this is my first roll, -1. Sure, I could do history.
Yeah, do history instead.
Okay. That is a 7.
Okay. You think you've heard rumors of something happening, but it's not coming to you at the moment. You've heard something. You're not sure what. But you make your way into Blackwood. You follow the following that the guard gave you, which is go basically straight, and then once you get to the fountain, you go left. It takes you a while. It's a good 30-40 minute walk, give or take. So we're going into the 7 o'clock atmosphere now. You do make your way.
If it gets dark, I might cast light.
Just follows you everywhere.
Yeah, I just have a light,
Yeah, it is. The sun is rising. It is taking its sweet time. It is October, so.
Oh, you mean 7 in the morning?
Yeah. You started at 6:40. It takes about 30-40 minutes. It's about 7:20 by the time you get to the sanctuary halls.
Okay.
The sun is rising, and it's getting to the point where like it's gonna be daytime pretty quickly, but it's still slightly dark in places. But you do make it all the way up to the sanctuary. There are a couple of people at the post of the guards, like up here, and again you go through that process of,
That'd
what
be the
kind of
same
business you
conversation,
do.
I imagine.
Yeah. Again, at this particular gate, there seems to be more people here than there are patrolling around. You're noticing a couple of guardsmen in the city, like maybe 2 people, maybe a group of 3, wandering or patrolling. But here, there's like 6, and even that doesn't seem enough to really enforce a gate security measure. Or in some people's cases, it might be a little bit too much for a like gate enforcement measure. But you go through the same sort of talk, while you're here, you hand over the paperwork, you say your name, they let you through, they direct you to where the actual sanctuary is, and then you do eventually get to the sanctuary. The sanctuary is pretty big. It looks nice on the outside, lots of flowers and potted plants and bushes and nice big windows, and the main doors are quite heavy to open, but they're still openable for a lot of people. There are a couple of guardsmen ready to open doors for those that can't particularly open them. Anything that would be like fairies or anything like that per se. You walk into a marbled floor area. Again, looks pretty nice, but you also get a distinct nasty smell, which is odd. You notice that there are several cleaners still doing a lot of work, and at the front sort of receptionist desk, you see something that you haven't seen for a very long time, if perhaps ever, is that you see, I get a name, you see I can't remember the species' goddamn name. I had it in my head and now it's gone again.
Captain?
Nope.
Oh.
I'd fucking destroy those. Uh,
Ethan is gonna make him triple illegal.
I'm gonna ban them in every universe, the multiverse.
Jesus. I'm gonna say this wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Eladrin. I can't.
Describe, what does this person? What do they kind of look like?
Eladrin, I think they're pronounced.
Or
They're
is that the elf people?
They are elf seasonal people.
Yeah.
They go through seasons, I believe.
Yes, they're the Feywild elves.
Yeah.
Or like,
This one is in a winter condition at the moment. She is, if you want to see it, is in the NPC channel, slightly up. But she is behind the desk. Very blue, very icy cold. I've been messaged. Never mind. She stands behind the desk. You kind of get the notion that she's not someone to really be trifled with. Although she doesn't have pupils, you kind of feel like there's a death stare going on a constant basis. But
good. Well,
reception desk is messy itself. There's lots of paperwork here and there piled up. There is what you would perceive a cup of chocolate milk at this point. But other than that, there's not much there.
All right, I guess I'm going up and because she looks like a secretary, right?
Pretty much, just a receptionist.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Sedna Holloway. I'm here about this bulletin that was sent out, looking for scholars of artifacts.
Oh, we sent those out months ago. I didn't think anyone actually respond to it. May I?
Sorry, that may.
She holds out her hand.
Hand her the bulletin.
She looks at the bulletin. A quick glance over it. She does hand it back to you. There is unfortunately a slight problem with this.
Ah,
Unfortunately, the Council of Elders have recently passed, especially Fawn, Elder Fawn.
I,
Unfortunately,
sorry.
you will have to speak with the Grand Mage Guild, Third Guild.
Oh, that. What I mean, what do you mean they passed all? Okay. I guess I won't. I will.
Unfortunately, the Council of Elders are a council of one, and that is Third Guild, the Grand Mage.
Okay. I won't ask any more questions. I'll just where would I go to speak to him if he's available right now?
I will go and see if he's ready to talk. Just take a seat, and I'll be right back with you.
Yep.
She sips a little bit of her chocolate milk, and then heads off, a ways a bit.
I do imagine like a council that small would be quite surprising to Sedna because she comes from like a very large city.
Well, all sanctuaries, you'd notice, all sanctuaries have council of elders, and that is made up
Yeah.
of the Grand Mage, who is essentially a leader per se, and then you also have two other council members. This goes for every sanctuary in the world. There isn't
Okay, so
any
there's a
more.
standard of 3 positions, but now
Yeah.
this one only has 1 position. Only one person living.
Yes.
Okay, yes, that is concerning.
Okay.
Okay. I will go find a chair and sit in it.
Okay. We'll head to Zinon and Wauvin, who are slowly waking up during their time of drinking last night. Looks like Wauvin is the one to be up first. So,
Zinon
what do
just
you?
rubs his temples and grunts as he sits up from the bed.
Oh,
He got
yeah,
wine drunk last night.
yeah. Do you want to roll me a Constitution saving throw?
No, but I can.
I don't want to, but you know.
So that's a 5.
5. You have a really bad headache.
I'm gonna walk out of the bed over here and just like pound on the wall. Brother, are you awake?
I sure wish I wasn't.
And then I'm just gonna get dressed. I assume I just dropped all my clothing on the floor, so I'm just gonna
Well,
pick it up,
you
put it
doffed your
on.
armor, so to speak, but like it's up to you whether you change into PJs if you own any.
No, butt ass naked. I'm just gonna get dressed again.
Okay. Xenon?
Well, I have a banging headache, so I assume everything is sluggish at this point. Trying to get up and don the armor and everything.
Okay.
Trying not to make too much noise.
I'm going to go in and
the
start
dog on
making
the
some
rocking
food.
chair is waking up and barks a little.
Please. Please, Zalgamo, stop. It's too much.
She whimpers slightly.
I'm going to start making some breakfast for us.
Okay. You stocked up on a few non-perishable items before leaving, but you got a lot of stale bread.
Yeah.
You don't have a
I'm gonna
kitchen
then-
countertop. You don't have anything to really prepare anything with.
I'll just do it on the, kitchen table.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna make the stale bread. I'm gonna turn into croutons.
Okay.
I assume we would have some garlic and probably some butter and probably some salted pork or some salted meat. So I'm gonna make that into like a good breakfast. I'm gonna
Good
make
question.
3
Did you
portions.
guys leave those steaks in the wagon when you delivered it?
We sure as shit did, and the carrots, and the carrots. What else did we leave on that fucking carriage? Fuck, red.
No,
I
No,
know.
he
he
left.
vanished during the night.
I know he vanished, but that would be really funny. Just him unconscious in the back as we delivered it.
But yeah, you can prepare those sort of things. You do have a fireplace. It's slightly dwindling, but you know it's probably hot enough to make croutons at the very least.
I'm gonna make a good portion of like meat as well for the dog.
Okay.
So everyone can have a breakfast.
The dog scratches at the bedroom door, wanting to get out. Smells food and needs a toilet.
There is time and place for everything, Saruman. Please.
Scratches at the door more.
As I just crack the door open to let the dog out, and I will get to you, okay? I will get to you.
Dog skirts around the like smallest gap in the door as soon as she can, and gets out into the hallway. You hear the pitter patter of her feet on the floor in the hallway.
The door to the kitchen is open. So
Okay, in that case, you'll just run straight into the kitchen.
yeah. Second, I assume I'm over here by the fires. I'm gonna as soon as like I have a piece of meat ready already, I'm just gonna chuck it like up in the air a little bit.
Catches it pretty well. Doesn't miss. She takes her time
God.
to eat it. She gets comfortable in the corner and just eats it. Zinon, what condition marker have you put on your token?
It's prone.
Bro.
Bro's on the floor.
That what happened after you opened the door crack to like let Zalgamar out? You just fall onto the door.
Yeah, my legs gave out and I just tipped over.
This is fine.
I'm gonna look to Salgama. Where is Zinon? He's usually not this late for breakfast.
She's quite happy eating food. Ignores you completely.
I'm gonna.
I am about to reawaken from the dead, brother. Please have me excused.
He's just gonna hear me chuckle from the kitchen, and then I'm gonna just take my plate and his plate and just put it on each of our places, and then just start eating.
Okay. Zinon, do you have your sending stone on you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your sending stone sends loud vibrations through your body into your head as it alerts you that you are being messaged.
It's really bad timing, father. So I pick up the sending stone and in Celestial, I assume he responds in Celestial as I sent the message in Celestial.
Yes. You hear back on that way. I am sorry that I did not respond straight away. There's a pause. Are you sure of what you say? And the message ends. You've had a long rest since then, so you can reply back.
So I pick the stone up and speak into it. In the name of the Raven Queen, yes, I am sure. In Celestial. and describe how Wauvin has burned several targets over the last week.
Okay, how do you do that with like 13 words remaining? Because it's a sending stone, it's 25 words per message. So you've used in the name of the Raven Queen, yes, I am sure. So actually you've got like what, maybe 14 words left?
Okay. The cursed child has burned several victims with unholy powers.
Hey, you
Okay.
can at least call them bandits, okay?
You've got 4 more if you need it.
They were
Please
bandits.
get back soon.
Can't respond till tomorrow. Okay.
So I slog myself into the kitchen, try to orient my surroundings with a headache worse than anything. Just rubbing my temples as I just pause in the room. It smells delightful, but could you please refrain from being so loud?
Loud? What do you mean? I'm gonna like take my fork and like slam it into the table on purpose. Come now. You look very hungry and, well, honestly, malnutritious.
Yes,
Did the wine truly hit you that hard yesterday?
it was a good wine.
Yeah, but by your account, you had, what, 5 glasses? You emptied a bottle. What did you think was going to happen? You're getting up there in age, you know? You gotta be careful.
Up in age, I'm a year older than you. What do you want from me?
I just about to take a sip of my drink and you said that.
Well, you know, it comes with age. You stop being able to handle alcohol properly, you know. But enough of that. Just enjoy your breakfast. Same way your dog is. As it pants over to Salgama, and she's just like gnawing this meat into her.
And what did you make for breakfast? It was croutons, garlic.
Crouton. Well, the garlics is on the croutons, so
Okay.
it's like a crouton
Butter,
with butter
garlic,
and garlic.
croutons.
Yes, and then literally like salted meats, just
Okay.
cooked on this. So it's a very meat-based diet.
Thank you. And Zinon just starts eating. And every time his fork hits the plate, he just like shivers.
Okay. You take a little bit to eat breakfast. Balvin eats it quicker than you do, Zinon. Something age related, I suspect. The dog finishes her breakfast pretty quickly, and then is desperate to go out. Anything else you'd like to do?
How early is it at the moment?
I'd say for you, you would have got up about 7:30 ish.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still quite early in the morning. You know, shops don't open until about 8:30 onwards. Some
Mhm.
open at 9 o'clock, depending on who they are.
I'm gonna. Well, seeming as Salgama truly needs to go, how about you just finish up breakfast and I will take her out so she can do her business, brother.
That would be very nice. I would do it myself. I probably need some air. But I would assume the sun exists. So I would enjoy just a little bit more time in the shade.
It's fine, it's fine. And the second me and Salgama goes out from the door, I'm just gonna like slam it behind me.
It's a good thing I am really fond of your family.
I like to imagine I couldn't hear him mumble that. I'm gonna take Salgama with me outside.
Right, with that, we'll head to the first drop in, where we have Rurik and Carthus. You are both waking up roughly same time, 7:30 in the morning. You have sunlight sort of coming through the curtains in your rooms. You both bought
And
single
we
rooms.
did not empty a whole bottle of wine the night before.
You did not. You did not get drunk, so you don't need to make a Constitution saving throw to see how bad your headache is.
Ah, what a pleasant morning. I love waking up feeling refreshed and oh well. I'm a
What
little,
kind of job is this?
You've
a
known
little
each other
hungry.
for all of like a week and a half. Now on the other side of
Uh,
Blackwood to you, and they're dealing you dicks.
oh, well, I'm just exclaiming how light and airy I feel this morning.
Yeah, I hear some mumbling through the wall. I'm not expecting to actually hear what he's saying. So I
Are you
assume that he is
attempting to listening
awake.
in?
No.
Okay.
You know,
Ah.
I'm still in the hazy morning fog, so to say. I did, after all, have a couple beers. It just didn't get pissed
Drunk.
on
Yeah.
wine.
You're a
Um,
dwarf, you're built different.
True.
That too. But you both wake up 7:30. You smell all sorts of lovely smells downstairs again.
Yeah, I want to check out if there is egg and bacon in the kitchen, so I get dressed really fast and get out.
Okay. There's not much to get dressed with. You know, you've got straps over your chest and some trousers. I don't even
Yeah.
think you have boots on your character, to be fair. So you don't need time to get dressed. You just pull up your trousers and that's it. You're ready to go.
Yeah, and make sure my suspenders are, you know.
That's the word I've been
Fastened.
trying to think of for the last like month and a half. Is suspenders. Jesus Christ. I couldn't
Okay.
remember what they were called. I
walk
couldn't remember what they
downstairs.
were called. No, I do. But you guys could head off downstairs. You sort of see each other as you come out the doors.
Ah, you're awake as well.
Indeed.
Having a good morning.
Do you sleep well?
Yeah, it's far better than the bedrolls we have been sleeping on outside.
Yeah.
It's
Nice to
almost
have
like
a
being back in the temple.
shelter. Ah. Your temple was nice, comfortable.
It's decent, even though. Yeah, well, it's decent. It's very quiet, of course. It's surrounded by death.
Lovely. Lovely. You know, I just know some temples prefer more modest living.
Oh yeah, but you see, we are. Well, calling it a temple is wrong. It's more of a graveyard, honestly.
Ah. That's a intriguing place to call home.
Well, that's true. Right, well, we find a good table,
Yes.
I suppose.
Okay.
So,
Mm,
what's your plan going forward from today?
I'm unsure. I'll look around, see if I can find anything to do, you know.
Yeah, well, I will probably be heading on my way back to, well, Black Harbor.
Yeah. I don't have any sort of obligations there, so I will travel around, see if I can find some more work here.
Yeah, well, at least I will become some kind of priest in the future. It's nice to
Oh.
have a sense of belonging, at least.
Mm. Yes, belonging. Well, maybe I'll find it one day. I'm hungry.
Yeah, let's see if they are able to provide some of that food we were smelling upstairs.
Grab yourself a saddle.
No?
No.
You do know that they do have a breakfast menu. It's
Yeah,
only about
I will walk up to the bar and ask if it's possible to get some breakfast in this morning hours.
It's always possible to get breakfast in breakfast hours. What would you like?
Ah, well, I'm a big fan of egg and bacon.
Just egg and bacon
And a glass of milk.
and a glass of milk. Nothing from the menu.
Well, if you... I see. Yes, we will... Do you have a menu I can browse?
Of course we do.
I will, look at the breakfast menu instead.
I mean, we could do egg and bacon, but we have a breakfast menu, so.
Yeah, well, I see it's named full plate breakfast,
Well,
which is
full-
basically egg and bacon plus more.
well, it's egg and bacon with fried chicken and pancakes and some sauce. Would you like that? Is that what you're after?
Yes, please. I'd hand him 1 silver.
He gives you 3 copper back. I believe this is the exchange rate.
Yep.
Hmm.
And
I'll
you,
have.
would you want
Oh.
to drink anything?
No, not for the morning, I guess. Milk was off
Well,
the menu, I see.
I can recommend our oat and honey shake.
Okay. Sure enough, let's have that as well. I hand you back the 3 copper pieces.
Right. And for you, good sir? As he turns his head to Carthus.
I see crab omelette, please.
Crab omelette. Can do. Would you like anything to drink?
Let's have a look. Oh. Yes, I'll try the oat and honey shake.
Okay.
And a glass of water as well, please.
I'll be with you very soon.
Thank you.
Yeah, you both head back to your table and you both sit down.
Yep.
You're just gonna wait for your breakfast in silence. You just look at each other in dead silence.
Yeah,
Jesus
sure.
Lord.
Dead stare to each other, silent.
So,
It's awkward enough, okay.
You staring
Have
at
you
each
ever been
other
to
or
a-
looking away from each other?
you ever been to Blackwood before?
Oh no, I haven't been here in the big city before.
Mm.
I would imagine that there was some more life, but considering that we were, arriving in the evening, maybe it's not to expect.
Yes. I've not been here either. I've not even heard much about it, to be honest. But I'm always traveling about, so hopefully there'll be some people in need of a helping hand.
Well, I'm sure if you ask our barkeep, he would be able to tell if there's any rumors.
Good idea. Hello, good sir.
Yes. Your food's not ready yet, if that's what you're here for.
Oh, no. I was just wondering if there are any sort of jobs going in town or any odd things that have happened that someone needs to investigate. Oh, you know this, the sort.
Are you looking for really terribly paid jobs, or are you looking for really highly paid jobs?
The pay is of little matter. I'm just here to help out.
Well, there's a few odd things here and there that you can do. I think there's a couple of places around that are requiring some. He glances at the dwarf in the distance. Burly men. Glances back to you again. I do believe there's some odd jobs. I can get the papers ready later. We don't keep them on hand all the time to like hand off to people. This isn't a job center, so to speak. This is just a tavern where we serve food. So jobs isn't our main priority.
Well, of
here.
course. I'm more looking to see if anything has happened in Blackwood of recent that may need external help to solve anything big.
The biggest job I know of is the Council of Elders were looking for individuals to go to the abandoned manor outside of Blackwood for some artifact research purposes. They're hiring in the Black Sanctuary, so that's probably your best bet.
Well, thank you. That sounds right up my alley. I will keep that in.
I will say
Oh.
it was signed by Elder Californ, but well, you know, he's not around anymore per se. Bless his soul. But I believe it's taken ahead from the Grand Mage, so good luck with that one. Nobody likes him.
What happened to the previous one?
They died.
Was he elderly? What? No, of course. But was he old? You know, did he pass or suspicious circumstance? You know.
I guess you're not from around Blackwood then, if you don't know. About a week ago, the sanctuary was attacked. A lot of staff members have gone missing, and unfortunately, the two council of elders were killed in the line of duty.
Yeah. Well, that is awful, but sounds like something that I might be able to help with. Well, you've been a great help, sir. Thank you.
Ooh, not to worry.
Oh dear.
There is something going on, I presume. You look, well, I wouldn't say trouble, but you are thinking of something at least.
Well, there was trouble. Some members of the council were murdered.
Oh.
In an attack of some kind. Well, looks like I won't have to search far for something to help out with. And apparently they're looking for people to search an abandoned manor outside Blackwood. Something to do with relics? Not my particular area of expertise. But I'm always prepared to lend a hand.
Yeah, I see. Well, I wouldn't call myself an expert on relics. But hey, I mean, like, if you are able to get that kind of job, it's probably good.
Well, judging of the fact that it's an abandoned manor, I'm going to assume there's some sort of danger lurking about, so maybe they just need a bodyguard or two.
Yeah, maybe some bandits had taken residence. Maybe it will be, you know, meeting our escapees from our last encounter there.
Oh lord. That's not much of a challenge now, is it?
No, well, if you get some guardsmen from the town as well, they would stand no chance.
Maybe there's more feral old men lurking in the house like the one we fought previously.
Well, I have never seen something like that before, so I don't know. It seems unlikely that we will see those again, right?
Probably. You're probably right. You know, maybe he had some sort of disease or something that drove him mad. Like a rabid dog.
As you speak,
Oh, well.
it's at this point, human female comes over with food in hand. There's one crab omelette, which she puts down on the table,
Thank you.
and then there's the one full plate breakfast, and the shakes also get delivered, and a glass of water.
Thank you.
Thank
Looks
you.
delicious.
She quickly disappears off.
Well, I'm going to eat up. Crab omelette.
Yeah, and it looks like a whole plate, which is equal to a dinner.
Yeah, your plate
I
looks
have been served, so.
significantly larger than the crab omelette that Carthus has. It's like a mountain of food in front of you, comparatively to the 2 omelets that he gets.
Classic
Yeah, but you
seafood
know, being a
servings.
dwarf, it's at least meat, so.
Well, you got pancakes, you got fried chicken, you've got bacon, you got egg, and hollandaise sauce.
Yeah, you know, living fancy.
And you also have the oak shakes as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Takes you a little bit of time to get through it. Well, for you, Rurik, but it doesn't take too much for Carthus to get through his omelets. But you do finish it. I'd say probably 5 minutes for the omelets. They're not much, it's just omelets, right? And for the full plate breakfast, it takes you like 7 minutes to just get through it. Very nice, though. I'm writing notes, so if you want to engage in roleplay, now's the perfect time.
Oh, right, I see.
So I'm just
No.
writing down some notes.
Yeah, it was delicious with all this bacon. How was your omelette?
It was light, fluffy, delicious.
Did the
You know?
shellfish add something?
Yes, a light shellfish flavor. Nothing too heavy. Just what I like. Perfect, really.
All right. Maybe I will try that next one. Let's see if I ever return here. There are sometimes cases where people are traveling quite far to do their duties, even in my line of work, which is, you know, digging graves at the moment.
Well, so you get hired to dig graves, or
Oh, no, it's more of a, I would almost call it an apprentice, but, well, it is, I guess, an apprentice. So, as mentioned, in the future, I will turn into a priest. But
right?
again, it's a bit of, depressing that you're always surrounded by death and grief, stuff like that.
I can understand how that could take a toll. It
Yeah,
takes
well,
certain type of
you turn
person.
into a counseling partner in a sense that you are reassuring your fellow men that everything will be all right, even though they have lost someone. They are probably in a better place,
Yes. Yes. A noble job that you do.
Yeah, I wish I would be, though, a bit more, in the field. I feel more obligated to take this task than something I truly want, but this is, at least I have a stable job.
Yes, of course. I mean, I'm sure that when you have. Oh, well, I'm not sure. I can't speak on the clerical field, but you I was in pretty bad shape back at that bandit camp, and well, thankfully, you helped me out.
Yeah, you
I'm
were
sure
quite lucky about that one. I was sure that you were going to die that day.
Well, perhaps it simply wasn't my time.
I guess so. Our
Well,
Lord works in mysterious ways, I would say.
Yes, mysterious. Well, I am just about ready to go out in the town.
Okay. With that,
So,
we'll hop back to Ethan's character. I've forgotten how to say your character's name.
You've already forgot it.
Yep.
It's a Sedna.
Sedna. It will take me a while to get used to it. I promise I will. Could be worse. I could have called you a crayon.
That a crayon.
I called Chris's last character crayon once by accident. I will never forget it.
Oh,
It was Kron, so it's almost there.
yeah. I could understand being called Sedan.
Saddam Hussein.
Oh no.
I was more thinking a mid-sized car, but that works too.
Yeah, potato.
No, basically the same thing.
Oh yeah, your
In
name
the Cars
Druid,
universe,
aren't you,
it's
in
Saddam
the-
Hussein.
I couldn't see you in the owlbear. I just realized your name Druid for some reason.
Yeah, it is. His name is just Druid.
I think you can
What?
rename yourself, by the way.
Oh, I never renamed myself. Yeah,
No.
okay.
Do it.
Well, I hadn't come up with my character yet, so I originally picked that.
It was a little while ago.
All right. So I'm currently in a waiting room, probably
Yeah.
just idly writing in my notebook.
Okay. It takes a short amount of time before Lazaya comes back to you. The Grand Mage is free to speak with you now, if you so wish. He doesn't
Of
have a lot
course.
of time on his hands, though, so I would
Okay,
assume make it quick.
I'll be quick. Yes,
Mhm.
and I will. I assume
She-
she'll lead me to where. I have
Yeah,
to go?
she'll lead you towards a sort of very heavy double oak door, which opens up into a very dark room. There doesn't appear to be any windows in this room. It's quite central into the sanctuary itself. There is a somewhat large oval table made out of wood, right in the middle, and it has a few chairs around it. You anticipate this is probably where sanctuary officials would usually talk about sanctuary official stuff.
Ooh,
But on this occasion,
They're
there's
dead,
only
yes.
one man on the other side of this table. He is a tall elf man, dark skin, seems to wear a form of trench coat, quite lengthy as well for him. He is 6'1" approximately in height, but
He's
he
pretty tall.
is pretty tall. He's also got quite the beard on him as well, and he doesn't have the best expression in the world.
Okay. What would I know like what is like a common greetings for like or like what do you do when you meet like a grand mage? Is there any kind of like thing you call them? Do you bow? Anything like that? Respectful, like openers.
So
It's like how you talk to the president. You're like, Mr. President.
Yeah. If you're speaking to a council of elder, you would usually greet them as elder, with their either last name or first name. In this case, most of the time when you're speaking to a grand mage, you probably want to speak to them and refer to them as the grand mage of the sanctuary. You don't have to say of the sanctuary, but it's the grand mage.
All right. And what was their name again?
Thurred
that down.
Guild.
Oh,
It's in the
Thurred
channel for
okay.
NPCs.
Fantastic.
So
Okay.
um,
Hello, Grand Mage Thoroguild. I am Sedna Holloway, and I'm here about the bulletin your council set out.
unfortunately, my officials have passed away in the last week or so. I do not know an awful lot about this particular job that you have acquired throughout your travels, wherever you may have come from. I would say, on a usual basis, we'd give you a team to be able to go out to Blackthorn and deal with the situation at hand that you have been required to do. But my guardsmen are spread very thin, and I do not have the ability to give you a team. If you are wanting to still continue, you will have to find a team of your own to be able to handle the situation.
Oh, no. Well, I guess you just said there's nothing you don't. Do you know who else might know about this manor house before I go to it? Do you know anyone who's still alive?
The manor has been abandoned for about 5 decades, I believe. I'm not entirely sure, and this was entirely on Thorn's own accord that he was doing. I cannot say with total accuracy that I could give you the right information. All I can say
Okay.
is this comes with a price of at least 3,000 silver pieces, of which you would acquire upon completion. But I can't offer you any more. I cannot offer you a team. I cannot offer you anything else.
Well, I'm sure your fair sanctuary would have plenty of people who could be of help to me. So I would still take the job.
Well, I'm glad you are taking the job.
Great. Anything else you need, Grand Mage?
No. That is all you can get out.
Okay. And Sedna would, I don't know, is the secretary still there?
She's
is
gone
she
back
just-
to her desk at this point.
I guess
like she's already
Sedna would just awkwardly leave the room.
Okay. With that,
Alright.
You now know that you have to create a team.
Okay.
But at least you know that you would get paid after this.
Yes, so I have to promise them money because I don't have any money. Well, I have a little bit, technically speaking, but not much. Okay. Can I, before I leave, is the secretary like back at her desk?
Yeah.
Hey, so I've agreed to take the job. I don't suppose you would know anything about this manor house that I meant to investigate, or know anyone who may know more.
I don't personally know anything. The only person that I would know that would be able to have any form of information is Creed. And at the moment, Creed is. Well, he's working today, but just not right now. Come back in an hour or so. I think I can get Creed to do some stuff in the record room, find some relevant information, but right now I can't do anything.
Okay. Oh, you have a record room. I don't suppose, is it like a, do you have like a more open area that I could potentially look at, see if I can find anything?
No, the only place we have is our records room, which is kept tightly secured, and no
Okay,
unauthorized personnel is allowed in unless there are exceptions, in which case
I
there would
completely
be an
understand.
exception.
Yes.
And
I'll
also, I believe Creed would kill you if you had messed things around in there.
Yep. Okay. Just wonder. Okay. But I will consider coming back later. I will first, though, look into finding help, but that's not important. Bye. Just thinking out loud. Bye.
All right. Yeah. You leave the sanctuary. What are you thinking of doing now?
Well, I have to find mercenaries that would help me on this mission. Is there any taverns around? That's the classic place.
I mean, you don't know the taverns off the top of your head.
Right, of course I don't know that. I should have asked. I'm gonna go up to one of the guards
At the
and say
gate.
hello. Yep,
Yeah.
and say hello. I don't suppose you would know where any inns are in the city? Or anywhere else I could possibly. I'm looking for mercenaries of some kind. Don't suppose you know of any good place to find some people like that.
Personally, my favorite tavern in the area is next to the market district, which is the First Drop Inn, First Drop Tavern. But I mean, anywhere else is. I mean, depending on if you've got the money, you could go to the Golden Estate. But if you don't, and if you're completely broke, then you could go to the Compass. But that's
Okay.
not great. I would recommend the First Drop. I think that's the best place you can go to.
Yeah, and
You
they
go
would probably
down the
ask for less
road.
money. Yes.
You take the right, you head down to the market district, and then there should be a sign. And I don't think you can miss the building. It literally has its name printed on the building with a big sign that swings, like most
Okay, great.
taverns.
I'll be on. Thank you. I'll be on my way then.
He gives you
And
a courteous nod.
said that we'll continue on to the first drop.
Yep. You follow directions. You do get to the market district. Most of the places are shut. It's still like early-ish. It's coming up to 8 o'clock, if not past 8 o'clock, and you get down. You see the first drop in. It's up to you what you want to do. You can go in.
I would enter into the a tavern.
Okay. For that, Zinon and Valvin. So, Valvin, you're taking the dog out for a walk.
Yes.
Yes. It's not a very interesting walk. It is very quick. She just wants to go toilet. Essentially, you walk around the block.
Mhm.
She goes wee. She goes poo. Do you pick the poop up?
Yes, I'm a good citizen.
Okay. You pick up.
It is the middle age though.
It is the middle ways, but yeah.
Yeah, people shit on the streets, but not dogs.
Exactly.
Because that's
You throw the trash
inhumane.
bucket out the window. I mean the shit bucket.
Or you very carefully pick up the poop and immediately throw it into the river next to you. That's
Yeah.
drinking water supply.
More or less.
You walk her around the block. You get back home. She seems happy and content now. She's had her walk. She had her ability to go toilet. Zinon, how are you doing on the inside?
So in about the time, like when Wauvin and Salgama returns, I'm just in the doorway, just breathing outside air. Not having gone out, just breathing outside air.
I like to think that when Valvin opens the door, it's just bright light straight into your eyes.
Stop, please.
Gets
As I
flashbanged.
have the biggest mug that we had in the house filled with water in my hands.
Roll me another con save. Let's see how well you're doing. You could have got better.
That's a 16.
Yeah. You've still got like a little niggly headache, but you're mostly back on your feet. You're mostly back together.
So as like the flashbang fades, my headache also fades a lot, I guess.
The sun does wonders to one individual.
In the name of all the deities, how is the sun? No, fine. So what are we up to today, Wauvin?
Well, I don't know about you, but I would like to go to the marketplace and, well, maybe we should check in with Mr. Vanderlyn in case Mr. Longford has picked up his crate yet.
Yeah, and we could probably look into the beasts or people beasts that attacked the hall.
That is also a possibility, actually. That sounds like a great plan. I'm gonna slap you on the back. Let's go then.
Ugh, fuck.
Do you take the dog with you as well?
Of course, we take the dog with us.
Okay. Make my job even more difficult.
Of course. That's why we have the dog.
Yeah.
That's what we live for.
So you guys are heading to the marketplace. I'd say it's probably 8 o'clock. So by the time you get there, the shops are, some of them will start to open. Some of them may already be open. Some of them may still be shut. But yeah, you'll get there in about 20 minutes time.
Mhm.
Tokens all available on the map. I remember where
Yeah.
you live.
Do you now?
Yes, you live
I
over here.
don't.
That's where you two
So
picked your shitty apartment.
yeah, but dude. Well,
I thought it was here, but I don't know.
I
That's
also
here?
thought it was here. Here.
No, you guys picked this spot.
Okay, DM has
Okay.
spoken. Fine.
I come through for the cobblestone floor and you just see my face. No, you picked here.
Well, in that case, I reckon we should. Well, the shops isn't open yet, so I reckon we should just head to the first drop in.
Fine then.
Waste the DM's time. You got to move along the cobblestone.
Yep.
Bada bing,
Cool.
bada boom.
Takes you a little while to get there, but as you do, you do see a individual just walking in front of you. I presume you hold the door open, right?
Of course.
No, not you. Sedna. There you go.
Sedna's probably like reading her book, like you're probably just like looking at her journal as she walks. I don't know. She is not perceptive enough to know there's someone behind her.
What's your passive?
9.
Okay, yeah, you're just gonna open the door and then just leave it, and it's a shut on its
Yeah,
own.
I don't know.
Both Balvin and Zinon and Zalgama all see a human woman open the door just as you're getting there, and they do not keep it open for you.
No,
I'm back.
would you hold the door, please?
Oh, sorry.
These city people.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not from here. I didn't know. Sorry, didn't see you there.
Well, crisis averted.
Yes.
And who may you be? My name is
Oh.
Zinon Velshar.
Oh, I am Sedna Holloway. I'm a scholar. I'm here to well, actually, so they like just getting a general, since I haven't actually had their appearance described, but just going off their tokens.
Yep.
Like, how do your characters look?
Let's do that
roughly?
all again, ladies and gentlemen.
Because yeah, I don't.
Description, where did I write that down?
I'm working on it myself.
Everyone's scrambling for notes.
Wauvin Cyradros. Okay, I can do mine first.
Yeah,
Go
do
for it.
that.
So when you look up on my character, you think he looks about 20. My height is around 5 feet. My weight is around 100 pounds. My skin is a very, very pale white with like grayish tone. My hair is slicked back with a bun in the back. Color is like ashen white. And my clothing is I'm wearing a half plate chest piece with leather boots and worn leather pants and worn leather gloves. My weaponry of choice is a scimitar named Whisper Coil, and shield, and a dagger.
So Zinon is a very pale elf. He has gray, dreaded hair that he has pulled back and put in a tail. He wears chainmail armor. He carries a shield with raven insignia on it. He is 5'5", not like very big, built very big at all, but he is visually he is built with muscle.
Okay. One
Does
thing actually.
Carthus and Rurik want to do theirs quickly as well, or are you just gonna scramble for notes as well?
No, I can do mine. I'm 5'8". I've got long white hair. I'm a drow, dark purple skin. I look around 30. I got red eyes, and I'm always wearing a cloak, unless I'm putting it on over a guy's face so he can't talk.
Rurik?
Well, yeah. So I'm a dwarf. So I'm not that tall. 4'6". Man, I guess. Pretty. I guess bright skin. Not seeing the sun that much. Age 54, which is quite young for a dwarf. And my weight is, yeah, not that important. It's 178 pounds. I've got green eyes. Guess that's that. And also, which is quite important according to our DM, I have suspenders and no shirt.
With nipples made of emeralds.
Yeah, and the detail you don't see is that I also wear a cape. Even though I did put a robe on yesterday, though.
Well, I've already described my character, but one thing I actually forgot to describe earlier is she does have like a bandage around her left forearm. Is something I forgot to mention. And if you had high perception as well, you might see. Does anyone here in this party have like really high perception?
No.
Passive is 13, so no.
My passive is 14.
I'll have a look.
They. John and Alex, do you think I
13
would
still.
describe it
13,
at all?
13, 9, 14, 13. It's just a bandage to them.
Yep, I have a bandage around my like left forearm, and yeah, so they'll be like, "Oh, I don't suppose you are mercenaries at all, or sorry, you just kind of look with all the armor and whatnot, and I'm possibly looking for mercenaries or people adjacent to that who will work for money."
Well, I do like money, but it quite depends on what you put in the term mercenary. If it is killing innocents, we are out. But if it's
Oh no, it'll be nothing like that. It's just I have a job. I can also see some other people forgot more. I have a job that's about the council wants a manor to the west of here explored, and it could be dangerous, and I am meant to go there and investigate. However, I am looking for guards to, make sure that there's no bandits or other monsters there that would kill me.
I'm in.
So do we? Like I
Hello.
try to.
Carthus just teleports.
I can see there's a lot more people. Maybe we should get out of the doorway just so we don't block anyone.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry. We were just traveling with our fellas here yesterday, and we
Oh,
were
good,
about to leave when we saw they walked through the door. With you,
Oh, good. You
Well,
know each
whoever
other.
you are.
Xenon,
said the hell
Xenon here can speak on my behalf, as I'm going to go to Mr. Vanderlyn.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, I was just telling them about how I'm looking for guards for an expedition I've been contracted to do by the council.
So you want to search through the abandoned manor west of here?
Yep. That's what they've asked me to do.
Because I personally know the head records keeper, and I spoke with him yesterday about some assault by some beastly people that
good, you-
attacked the citadel, or whatever the fucking name is that I don't remember at this point.
Sanctuary.
The sanctuary. So apparently a lot of lives got lost, and at least the head records keeper, Cree, he seemed at least a bit curious to what these beings were, but he wasn't curious enough to actually, in his words, give a shit.
As you're saying this, Sedna just takes out her notebook and is like taking occasional notes on what you said. Good. So you've actually talked to these the head record keeper. I couldn't get a hold of him when I was up there.
Oh yeah, he is very overworked, so he might not be very easy to get a hold of.
But you're saying but you think the manor is related to this assault that happened a few days ago?
Given that the manor was abandoned, does Zinon know about the manor, or prior to this?
roll me history.
So that's a 17.
I'd say it's something that you've had in the back of your head for a while. You know about the job in particular to go to Blackthorn Manor, which is west of the sanctuary. It's not very far. It is something you wanted to do when the job went out in Blackwood before they sort of sent it outside of Blackwood in hopes of someone actually doing it. The problem is you didn't particularly have the opportunity, especially with looking after Wauvin and making sure that things didn't go awry with him. And then when you decided that you couldn't hold off any longer not doing these jobs, and you took the one for going to collect celebrational supplies. Unfortunately, that's when you've discovered his powers have been activated, give or take. So you know about the manor, you know it's been abandoned for 50-ish years, don't know much about it, not much has really been said as far as you know, but you've never really inquired about it either.
Okay. So Zinon isn't like the most intelligent nor the most wise. So he just tries to take the two things that he now knows about the abandoned manor and the attack on the sanctuary, maybe the creatures that attacked the sanctuary might reside in the manor.
You said that out loud.
Yeah, I said it out loud.
Oh, well, if that were the case, then I would definitely want some support going in there, because, yeah, that does sound quite bad.
You don't suppose it's like the creature that we found in the abandoned building on our road here?
Sorry, what? Found a creature in an abandoned building?
Oh, yeah, well, who knows what kind of thing that was, but it bit one of our companions. He decided to run away, though. Anyways,
Oh,
We got attacked by an overgrown leech, practically. So it was a humanoid. It seemed weak, but it trying to just leech off others.
okay. Would I know? Like, that's not a lot of information to go off. Would I be able to make a history check of any kind to see if I know that? Weak
Uh,
creatures that bite people. Humanoid bitey people.
uh, that's all the information you've got.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, that's not much to go
The-
off of.
the thing is that we don't really know what they are either, just to be out of
Yeah.
context. But
Okay, well that's good to know. So, are you possibly interested in helping me on this? You would get paid. What are your going rates?
Um, should we discuss this as a group, or should we just do individual rates? I turn my head to both Carthus and Rurik.
well, difficult question. Let's take this as a group, I would say.
A job is a job. The money is no matter to me. I'm in.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I suppose I can delay my return to Black Harbor with a day or so. So no worries there. I
Okay,
might
also
be considering this offer as well.
okay, also
Do you have like a time frame in mind for this job?
well, no. I mean the Grand Mage hired me just earlier today. I believe how far would I expect the manor to be?
The manor is very much depending on if you go on the road or not. The manor is over here.
Hmm.
So you can cut across and make it a journey in like a half a day, and then come back, and it'd pretty much be a full day's journey there and back,
Okay.
depending on what happens, you know. But getting there should be pretty easily, so long as you don't
Okay.
follow the road. Then it takes about a day's travel.
Okay, so I'd say the full mission should take no more than a day or two. I mean, the manor's not too far, and depending on what's inside, obviously, but no more than 3 days, I think.
So, Zinon, if you would have me excused, I would like to confirm with my companion that went to the bar to at
Sure,
least
take your time.
get a full acceptance from everyone.
One thing, full transparency, I haven't been given the money yet by the head of by the Grand Mage. So if you also want, I could just offer you a cut of the reward once I receive it, because I have not been paid it yet, and I don't have the finances to pay until afterwards. Just being fully transparent.
So you're trying to con us?
No, I'm trying to pay you afterwards because I don't have the money. Listen,
It's the same way that
Grand
you
Mage
hired
knows.
the others. It's payment upon completion.
I mean, yeah, the Grand Mage.
Yeah,
that's
we
what
were
the Grand Mage promised.
we
me.
were very transparent about payment upon completion with the others, but
Yes, you get the
this
payment when the
Sedna.
Grand Mage gives me the payment. Is that not the
Okay.
usual around here?
It is usual. I'm just pulling your strings.
Oh, okay. Good.
Miss Shane.
Just excuse me for a moment. I walk up to Wauvin. So the lady we just met offered us a job. The other guys that we have been traveling with for the past week are very in on this job. Would you like to join us?
Well, what do you think of this job?
You might get to test your powers.
No, but it would be nice to at least know how to control whatever is happening to me before I went on another grand adventure. But learning by doing. Isn't that what Father Veyron used to tell us back at the temple? Learning by doing.
Well, we all failed like 74 different times before we actually got the hold of anything. So
I remember that one test. I took 30 years to finish it. It was absolute horror. All right, yeah, I'm in. Let's try this.
Fine. I'll update the rest of the party, and I don't know what you were up to, but I guess good luck as he leaves.
Just gonna clap you on the back as you leave, and I'm going to ask Mr. Vanderlyn about has the lockbox been picked up yet?
The lockbox hasn't been picked up just yet. It will be picked up this afternoon.
Oh, but yeah, no, I was just asking, considering it seemed to be of very urgent matters. So, in that case, would you have something to drink? I'm quite thirsty this morning.
All the regular drinks on the menu are on offer, so whatever you would like from the menu.
Well, just surprise me with a pint of beer, a pint of ale, please. Your choosing.
Okay. He quickly pours you the cheapest drink they have to offer, which is the Oak Cider cider.
Did I know that was coming? Yep.
Did I know it was also coming as soon as he said surprise me? Yep.
Yep. I check him the 2 silvers.
You mean copper?
I mean copper. Yeah. God, imagine paying silver for cider.
Imagine paying 20 quid for
2 silver per style. Oh.
God.
There we go.
Okay. But you now have a mug of cider. Oak
I'm
fire
gonna
cider.
just grab this idol and walk over to the rest of the people.
Okay. Apparently you've decided that the best spot is literally the doorway where it lets all the air in.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were about to leave.
Yeah, I was suggesting we could find a table.
No, the door is amazing.
It's like in a line in front of the
The poor woman hasn't had any breakfast this morning. She just wants to sit down, eat some breakfast before doing anything else.
No,
just
we're
imagine
ready to
every-
leave. She hired us.
Fine. Let's go find a table. Sit down. There are 5-person tables over here.
With food on it.
The food's not
Yes,
there.
or-
It's
okay.
not there. This is a map. Okay, I can't change it between. I'm not making multiple maps of taverns with empty tables and non-empty tables. Okay.
Ethan
What?
did.
Yeah, totally.
Because you definitely didn't just put in like people and remove them. No.
But hey, Alex did that as well.
chuckles. I'm in danger.
Yeah, I can remove the people, but I can't remove the things on. I'm not making that many maps. Okay, leave me alone.
But if you just make the food a token,
But that would require even more work. I do enough for you bastards as it is.
You could make the food tiles if this was Foundry.
Do you want a D&D game or not?
So move on.
But you do
Okay.
find a table. It's empty, nothing on it. Yeah, there
So
are
hope
menus
this
on the
is in the
table for you to
recording.
order. Yes, it's in the recording.
So, considering what you've just informed me about the danger, I think I think it'd be fair enough. I was offered 3,000 silver. That's correct, right?
Yeah, 3,000.
I was offered 2,000 silver. We could split it 5 ways.
We were offered 1,125. Was it? That's at
I think
least in my
I think you was
notes.
offered. I think because you completed it within the time limit, you got the 1,500.
Oh yeah, we got offered 1,500 for trekking half the continent.
Roll me a history check, Zinon. Very quick history check.
13.
You remember when the job first started going out a few months ago? They were offering 1,000 silver pieces for the job to be done. It looks like it has since been increased to try and get somebody to do the job.
So, I have heard of this job some time ago. The original payment was 1,000 silver for this. How?
Oh.
I suppose they really want that abandoned manor checked out.
Yes, I suppose so. That is, yeah, I guess no one wanted to. I'm surprised it lasted that for long, honestly. But I guess if they weren't paying people that much, that makes sense.
Well, we trekked from here to Black Harbor and
Stop
back.
moaning, brother. Stop moaning.
you say standing by the door.
Stop moaning, brother.
Brother.
But
I'm not moaning. I'm just saying that it's an unfair pricing for jobs.
well, I can't say. I did have to. I've had to come in here all from. I've come in from out of the sanctuary, so I suppose maybe they were trying to offer me more, but I have no problem, distributing it, because you all seem capable and trustworthy. Probably, yes.
I'm gonna lean into Zinon, just whisper in his ear. This guy is shit at reading people.
I do have -1 insight, so yeah.
So, Sedna,
Yes.
how would you assume that we went ahead with this job? Do we go there, like fastest route possible, or do we go by the roads?
Well, I generally go by the roads. I don't typically go off road a lot, but I mean, you all look experienced in that regard. So I'm not on a huge time limit. I would be fine with going on the roads, but if you all think you'd want to go there faster, you can go off road, and I would follow.
I do think that it would be a lot safer by the roads, considering the biting beasts that has been at least described to have attacked the sanctuary. Maybe
Well,
they do reside in the woods by the manor or in the manor. I don't want to find out by experiencing it.
that seems like a good conclusion. Yes. So I suppose then maybe the roads would be the best path. will say before that, I think I would still like to possibly have a word with the archivist at the sanctuary. I'm not sure what was his title originally.
Record keeper. I mean,
Record keeper.
yeah.
Archivist, I think, means literally the same thing.
Any of those titles would work.
Okay.
I just simplified
I
it to be record keeper. So any of those titles.
I would like to possibly have a conversation with the archivist before I go, since I meant to study what's happening there, and I currently know very little. In fact, you all have actually told me more than I was told at the sanctuary. So
I
So
turn to
thank
Zinon and no, I turn to Wauvin, and just point my thumb at Sedna and get a load of this one, archivist. Like
You're just gonna
Okay.
hear me crack.
I'm seeing a lot of talking, whispering between each other. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I think it's fine.
well, it's nothing personal, Sedna. We the previous party member that we had with us was a handful. So we,
Say the least.
at least from my end, I want to be a bit careful with new people that I haven't fully built trust with yet.
I completely understand. I hope to be a good business partner. Is that the word? I'm gonna go with yes. A good business partner for this expedition.
Well, let's hope it all goes according to plan. We don't die in the process.
Yes, that would be good. I admittedly didn't know it would be the whole suggestion of the beasts who attack the sanctuary being there is something I didn't know about. But I already agreed to it, and I think this seems like the best option anyway.
Well, now you've mentioned it, the likelihood that things will go wrong and we may end up dying has just risen.
Yes, which is partially why
I have no issue with it, though.
Yeah, but you tend to the dead.
No, that would be me. And I mean, it's you would be relaxing a lot after that, I would say.
I get you both mixed up. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I quite literally have purple skin.
And I'm probably shorter than anyone here and have to climb up to the chair.
He doesn't see race, all right.
No matter, maybe we have the same aura or something like that.
Oh,
yeah, you both give off gravedigger vibes.
Understandable.
So everyone's on board with going to this manor, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
In that
Of
case,
course.
it's I don't have a watch, so it's been what, probably an hour or so since I've talked to the Grand Mage.
Yeah, it's roughly 40 minutes, give or take.
Okay.
You expect by
Well,
the time you get there that you believe the record keeper Creed should be starting his day as an employed person.
fantastic. So I think that now I was told the archivist might be free by now. So I think I will head back to the sanctuary, see if I can gain any more information. If you all want, you could come with or stay here, and I'll be back in a couple hours. Probably
Well,
only like an
since
hour.
Try to build your relation with him on your own and bring him coffee. That will help in that
Thanks.
regard.
And do not mention my name, because I'm afraid I will be hit again.
Okay, admittedly I actually don't know your name yet. What would that be? I'm Sedna Howell.
Well, my name is Wauvin Cyradros.
Good to meet you, Valwyn Siladas.
I'm gonna just put my head in my
Sorry.
hand and just massage my temples. Like, Jesus Christ, these
Sorry.
things. Yeah, well, we will see you not too long, hopefully, then.
Yep. I'll be back. And Sedna would get up and head out. Really not even having had breakfast yet, but she forgot.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
ADHD
business. This is a big job, and the last big job she took didn't go that well. So
All right. We'll take a 10-minute break. Give everyone the opportunity to go
yeah.
toilet, grab food, grab drinks, do stuff. So, see you all in 10 minutes.
He probably took a break just because he was thirsty.
Because he needed the shit.
Likely. Well, it's usually around this time we are taking a break. Probably 10 minutes later, but you know.
Yeah.
So, apparently, there has been quite a big case on insurance for one client in Oslo area that
Okay.
they discovered a water leak and contacted their insurance company to get a quote and get it fixed.
Yes.
So apparently the plumber just tore up the entire fucking apartment and the insurance company says, no, oh, we ain't paying.
Oh no.
But isn't like the insurance company the guys actually doing that, or do you just hire whoever?
The insurance company hires a firm to give a quote and possibly do the job.
Okay,
So
so
apparently the company sent out a guy that has, or either the guy or the company in general that they sent out does not have the best reputation. And they tore up a lot of stuff. They dismounted a lot of fastened stuff for no apparent reason because the leak wasn't necessarily there.
just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab a charger.
So apparently, the job was quoted for 40,000 kroners.
Initially or after they have been there?
Initially.
Okay, yeah.
Initially 40,000. But with all the fixings that had to be done after the plumber was quote unquote done demolishing the entire fucking place, the
The big
quote
issue
would end on like with all necessary fields in the picture, it all ended up at a total price of around 230,000 kroners.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that plumber is out of business.
Yeah, the thing there is that unless the client has said that now we will use this one because I don't trust whatever you provide, it's basically the insurance company's problem, which they will then put on the plumber company, right?
Yeah.
No, the insurance company said, "Nah, it's your responsibility as a homeowner to like get on top of this."
Oh God.
And they lost a lot of rent income from the apartment that got demolished, of course. So that would be closer to like the total sum of everything, all the cost is around 500,000 kroners.
Fy fan. So that's a prime example of why insurance companies usually and should use one plumber if possible.
One plumber, one electrician, and one carpenter. But that's it. You don't need anything more.
Like, I've had insurance jobs where I've gotten to the place and it's like carnage. Like an entire like the entirety of the kitchen is like ruined. It looks like a faucet has been on for like weeks. And it's been caused by like small like just a drip from like a faucet or like a pipe inside a wall. And it's just accumulated in the roof and then it just let go at the same time, right?
Yeah.
And I remember the job I'm describing. I got there with the carpenter. And we're like, okay, let's do this rationally. Because the water meter isn't even fucking moving. And the water is still on. What the fuck has happened here? And instead of like tearing up like the walls, like instead of tearing up everything, we did like a very thorough inspection. And we found that it was the like valve to close off the toilet. It was dripping down on a tiny like a 1-inch square of exposed concrete around the water pipe up on the second story bathroom. And then that seeped into the floor and it had just accumulated in the fucking floor between the first and the second. And then at some point it just gave out because the roof had gotten rotten and there was so much water. Like there was water all over this kitchen. And that was the only leak we found because we pressure tested the entire house afterwards.
Yeah.
It looked like a fucking tsunami had happened. And it was just caused by a tiny little drop of water like every like 10 seconds. So whenever you're doing insurance jobs, you really need to have like you need to take it slow. Because
Yeah.
if you just start opening up walls, like that shit's getting expensive real quick. And the insurance companies usually have a policy of they're just going to fix exactly what is broken. So let's say that it's like old ass copper pipes in the wall. And there is a pinhole leak. Like it's just a tiny drop every minute. They will only pay to repair like 10 centimeters of that copper pipe. Now, if that copper
Should
pipe,
replace it all.
it should have been replaced everything. But the insurance company is just going to pay for that tiny repair. In my almost 10 years now as a plumber, I have managed to get the insurance company to go with on changing out all of the copper on 2 houses. The first one was because my boss did a boss decision and just said, fuck the plumbing company or the insurance company. We're just gonna change it out, and I'll deal with the fucking beef afterwards. The second one, I called the insurance directly, and I told them that the water on this house is so fucking hard that, yeah, sure, like I can fix this point, but I've already spent 2 days on this building. I've soldered 15 solder points because every time I solder, a new leak opens up. So either you can choose. I can spend like 2 more full days here, or I can just change it out to PEX. And they were like, just fucking change it. Like, just Jesus Christ. Because they have to pay us until we get it, like, to not leak. So those are the 2 only instances where that's happened in my plumbing career.
Well, damn.
I came
Yeah.
back at a odd time because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
We're talking about the pipes I'm laying.
So join the
We
plumber
are talking
podcast.
Johnny's work again.
Okay.
Well, I didn't get time to grab a drink, so be right back for a
Okay.
quick moment.
In my defense, he's the one who started that whole conversation about insurance.
And plumbing.
Yes, and plumbing, actually. I'm innocent, Judge. I'm innocent. For once.
You're never innocent.
The fuck do you mean?
I know. You're guilty. We know.
I mean, like, what the fuck, bro? I love the way
Hey, I'm
Victoria
back.
played her character yesterday. Holy shit. That was
That
so
was very-
fucking smooth.
Yep.
That was the complete opposite of not Rasmus, not Erik.
Oh,
The man who cannot flirt.
oh, Mats.
Mats, thank you. It was polar opposite. Like, Victoria was just seducing an entire fucking bandit camp while
Yeah.
we were all prisoners.
She was rolling really well and had surprisingly high persuasion. I forgot she was a paladin.
Yeah.
I was confused, it's like,
Meanwhile,
what's a
meanwhile,
paladin?
Mats froze up the second he even like thought about talking to a woman. It was the funniest shit.
Well, then it saved your asses. It made it well. You still leveled up, but also it gave you a very good ambush.
Yeah. I think I eventually actually took speak because I took the tome of can't remember exactly what it is right now. Just give me 1 second. I'll the Pact of Tome.
Yeah.
So I had to just sit there and speed run choosing the fucking spells and shit.
I mean, you're free to change it in between sessions. Decide
Yeah,
maybe that session.
trust me, I will. Because I just hastily did. I even took speak with animals because I was like, I can talk to the dog, but then I was like, that's not gonna work in my favor.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that
Yeah, you're
dog?
free. You're pretty much free to change stuff as long as I don't notice. If I notice, that means that you probably used it and then are exploiting it. But if I don't notice,
Yeah,
it's fine.
like speaking with animals wouldn't be a problem
Yeah.
considering you probably didn't know before now.
Well, if you use speak with animals, like
Yeah, well,
on an animal there, then I would expect that to be locked in.
yeah, of course.
But because you haven't used it, then it's fine. Yeah, you can pick something that matches, unless you do think that matches your character.
I don't. I picked Firebolt, Mending, Spare the Dying, Identify and Speak with Animals, and then also Agonizing Blast.
Agonizing Blast is good.
Yeah, because then I get my Charisma modifier onto the Eldritch Blast, which is the same I've done for Wauvin. So I have 1d10 plus 4.
Yeah, Firebolt isn't. The thing is, Eldritch Blast is always going to be better than Firebolt, except the few situations where something's weak to fire.
Yeah, and also I haven't used Firebolt yet, which is why I might change it. That's just what I picked like right then and there. On Wauvin, I picked on my second level Eldritch Invocations, I picked Agonizing Blast. Agonizing Blast and Fiendish Vigor. You can cast False Life on yourself at will as a first level spell without expending a spell slot or material components, which is like 2d4 plus 4 temporary hit points.
Yeah, I believe a lot of times, since you can just kind of use it indefinitely, that's interpreted as just basically 8 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Because you could just, if you're out of combat, you could just spam use it until you get it. So I think, but I thought the new one actually did literally say you get 8, but
it's at least as I read it, it's
Yeah,
Gonna give me
but
2d4 plus
Yeah.
2d4 plus 4. So
that's a nice one, especially at early levels. That would have, prevented you from being eaten by wolves, in that fight. Would have saved you. Well,
yeah,
temporarily.
that would have been a nice thing to have. But I haven't had to use any of my lucky points on Wauvin yet, though. That's actually a little
Ooh.
surprising.
Yeah. Unlike Pyro, who had to reuse his lucky points multiple times to get the enemies to actually fail the saving throws.
Poor man. Yeah, that was horrible.
He did not roll. He did not roll well in that combat because he also
I
stuck in his
know.
cage half the time.
Let me out! Let me out!
Fortunate for Victoria's successful distraction that they had plenty of time to get out.
Yeah. The only reason we fucking succeeded.
Yep. Stefan, back yet from the...
Are we moving on or what?
Sorry, I'm just doing a little bit of research.
Oh my god, the DM is delayed.
Okay, so
I'm just
everyone,
looking up a
let's
few
just...
things while you were having a good conversation.
A few moments later.
Alright, well, you all die. That's it. Rocks fall, everyone dies. An extra rock falls on you.
Especially you.
You get crushed by one boulder, and then you do that sound. It's like your last breath, and another boulder comes out of nowhere, directly on top of the first boulder.
It's like, I made it! The boulder in question.
That was a flawless soundboard use.
Yes.
Honestly, considering your your usual what's your William voice, honestly kind of sounds like that.
I know. Why the fuck do you think I have the soundboard? It's William on speed dial.
I've
We'll
yet.
come back.
Has William said hello yet?
Yes.
If he does, he should definitely. Does Mind Turtle say anything else? I can't remember.
No, it's literally just hello.
Hello. He explodes afterwards very
Yeah.
quickly. Usually.
Okay. Is everyone here? Chav?
Yes.
Ethan's here. Johnny's here. John
Yeah.
and Chris.
Yes.
Okay. Are we all ready to start, or do you want to do something? Okay, I'm going to take the absolute silence as ready to start. So,
Nice. Ready.
what?
Well, I said I'm ready, but
Oh, didn't come
guess
through.
I'm not here.
So before the break, Sedna, you left to go back to the sanctuary and to hopefully talk to the records keeper. Yep.
Yes.
Does
So
anyone else
would-
want to do anything in the first drop? Take the deafening silence as a note. So, you make your way all the way back up to the Blackwood Sanctuary. Takes you again a little bit of time, 20 minutes,
Yep.
give or take, depending on walking speeds. The guards let you through. They know that you're probably going to be going backwards and forwards to the sanctuary for a little while. You head back into the sanctuary. You open up the doors. The receptionist is still there, Lazida. Lysira, sorry. She's still there as she sips on a chocolate milk. A little.
Hello. You mentioned that in an hour the archivist might be ready. Is he available?
I
Okay.
believe Creed is in. Just head down the hall, opposite of the main chamber, and you should see the record room, or at least the door to the records room.
Fantastic. Thank you again. And Seda would head off to the records room.
As you're getting to the records room. The records room is like a direct opposite of where you were with the Grand Mage before. As you're sort of heading down that hall, you can hear what appears to be quite a loud conversation coming on from that inside that room. It seems to be. It's an argument that's very much teetering on the edge of going overboard. Not necessarily like throwing into a fit of rage and like hitting people, but like it's definitely an argument that is sounding like it's just going to get worse and worse as it goes on. It's very muffled, but nobody's hanging around and watching you. So you could listen in if you want to.
What is the normal person to do here? So there's like a door I could maybe like knock on, assumably.
So the record room door, you can knock on it. It's shut currently. Presumably Creed is inside somewhere.
I think
And
Sedna
on the opposite
would-
end is the central room where you were before, which was with the Grand Mage. The doors are shut, but you can hear the muffling sounds of at least the Grand Mage talking.
Oh, okay. I said it would like almost go to knock and then like sort of pause and be like, I should listen in for like maybe like pause and then like listen in for like a couple seconds, not long.
Okay.
To get like a bit of the conversation, maybe. Does it take a perception check?
Yeah, roll perception.
Okay.
Not many rolls happening.
3.
3?
I rolled a 4 minus 1.
I'll give you advantage because you're on your own. Come on. Do better.
10.
Okay.
You did better.
1 above my passive.
Okay. You sort of take the opportunity to listen in and see what might be going on. You can hear the Grand Mage's voice. As I've told you, I am doing my best to find out what has happened to the people we have lost. I am but one man, Seraphina. Grand Mage, I do not care if you are 1 man or 3. I wish to know what happened to the people that lived in my city while my coronation is ongoing. I only have but a matter of days before I'm coronated into my seat. And by then I will have my powers to do what I want. If you do not get me the answers I receive, I will disabandon the sanctuary as a whole. You will no longer be Grand Mage. How long are you listening in for?
I would take like a look around.
No one seems to
Not
be
giving
doing it. No one seems
Okay,
to.
I'll
Are you
keep
are you
lis- I'll listen.
stealthing? You didn't stealth before.
Sure, I am being very stealthy. That is a 7.
7?
A lot of wisdom rolls. It's I'm
Uh,
noticing a lot of wisdom rolls here.
you listening in a little bit longer?
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Seraphina, I am the Grand Mage of this sanctuary, and I do not take the threats of one disabandoning the sanctuary very lightly. I am doing my best. I have but half of my resources available to me. You must understand that this will take longer with half the men at my disposal. If I do not get the appropriate answers by the time I am coronated, I will disabandon the sanctuary as a whole. I do not care how the sanctuary has got into play or power. You are here to help those who own the cities. And you are currently not. You are currently being a pain in my ass, and have been for a while, especially my family's. So if you do not get it done, I will disabandon it. You listening in longer?
At this point, this is feeling now more threatening. I think she would sort of stand. I think she would stand like sort of politely, maybe a little further down the hallway, because this is our important people. I don't, I do want to know more, but no, I'm gonna stand a little bit further down the hall because is this the record? This is the records room, right?
You're opposite the records room. There's the central
Oh, so this
area.
isn't the records room.
No. This is
Okay, I'm gonna
this is
go
where
into
you
the
were
records
with the
room.
Grand Mage within like that official with the
see.
table
Okay.
where you spoke with the Grand. That's there. The
I snooped
records
long
room is not
enough.
too far away. It's just like you.
I'm going to move on to the records room.
Okay.
I thought
you-
that was the records room, but I
Nope.
but I was
Nope.
snooping just a little bit of snooping.
That was in
Just a
the official, like, high room that nobody's supposed to go into on a very regular basis.
Okay.
But as you step back, you sort of bump into somebody. Behind you, as you sort of turn around and jump backwards from the surprise, you see an elderly man with purple attire. Nice purple top, quite vibrant purple, blue undershirt. It's got silver like glasses on him. Blue jeans, nice boots. Darker skin toned individual, human male, white hair. He looks to be in his 50s, give or take, either very late 40s or very early 50s. You're not too sure either one. But yeah.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I was just on my way to the records room. Sorry, I'll
What we're listening to? This sounds fun.
The Grand Mage is just having a conversation there. I don't think I should snoop. I wasn't snooping. I mean, fun. What?
Oh, you were 100% snooping. Let's not beat around the bush.
Oh, but you're not. You're. I'm confused.
Why are you confused? Are you snooping on the Grand Mage?
Yeah. No. I could just go if you want. I don't. Who might you be? I'm Sedna Holloway. Yes. That's who
Oh, it's
and
nice to meet you, Sedna. It's nice to see that there is at least somebody that wants to snoop around and listen into other people's conversations. I'm Creed. I'm the record keeper.
Oh, good. You were who I was trying to talk to. Yeah, no, I don't think they were talking about. Well, yeah, they were talking about stuff. I don't know. I don't feel like I should be listening in too much, but I listened in a little.
It's at that point that door opens to that room. And you're distance away, you're talking to Creed, so they're not really but it's at this point a woman walks out. She's dressed really well. It seems to be, to you'd probably gather some sort of really rich individual, some sort of noble, very much dress attire, right? The most unique feature about her is that she has I can't remember the condition, but she has black hair, but there's a stripe of white on the front part of her hair. I can't remember the condition's name. But that is one of the unique things. The other unique thing is she also has the condition that her eyes are different color to each other. So her right
Heterochromia.
eye is green and her left one is more pale blue. And it looks like it in the right light, if it catches it correctly, it looks like it kind of shines and glows a little. But yeah. I'll just pop this in the channel quickly. She walks out, dressed in very blue dress. Again, very noble like, looks very, very pretty, very amazing. She walks along, doesn't seem to give you any form of notification. Not a nod, not a courteous glance, anything like that. The Grand Mage, on the other hand, is in the doorway, and stares at both you and Creed.
That just like a deer in the headlights just freezes.
Creed puts his arm around the back of you. Come on, fucker. Let's get to the records room. Let's see what you need to do. And then the Grand Mage shuts the door. After a very, very long glare. But yeah, he shuts the door. Creed gets you to the records room. The records room itself has a window, has a lot of natural light coming in. It's a nice big window. But the records room is a mess. At the front of the records room, there are piles of boxes with paperwork in it. There's paperwork everywhere else. And the various amount of shelves seem to be in a situation where they seem to be being reordered, and being just reorganized.
Yes. So what I came here to ask is I have been assigned to the mystery of the manor house, Blackthorn Manor. I've been assigned to investigate what's been going on there, but I was wondering if you had any information regarding that.
Damn, they finally found someone to take on the Blackthorn Manor situation. That's fantastic. It's taken them like several months to do that.
So I've heard.
What do you need to know specifically about Blackthorn Manor?
Well, anything you can provide me that you think would be, within, reason. But like anything, honestly, yeah. Like, why was it abandoned? What's been going on there recently? Why do you know why it's being investigated? Stuff like that.
He goes down the path to the section that's targeted with the word B, and he goes looking for stuff. You have to give me a minute. I'm reorganizing everything. This is all a mess. I'll find it. I swear. Promise.
Yep.
It's probably
Understand.
somewhere here.
I'll just wait here.
A few minutes go by. Do you spying on any paperwork?
Just glancing around at what I can see probably from where I'm standing.
Do you want to give me an investigation check?
Sure. But, the very respectable looking around. That is a 16.
16? You pick up a few odd piece of paperwork, but there's nothing here that seems to be very intriguing. The only one that you think is probably any intrigue to you is what's been written about the most recent attack on the sanctuary. This piece of paperwork describes that the attack happened just as evening was approaching. The attack was very quick and swift. It describes the individuals as mostly cloaked, but any form of flesh that was spotted seemed to be pale in comparison to normal skin tones, or paler. It also says that there was... It says there was about 60 individuals injured. Approximately 48 of those people have gone missing. They haven't actually found their bodies.
It's injured. What would
so
you say?
It is 60 people are considered to have been hurt during this raid.
Yes.
48 of those are currently missing. So there's something like 12 currently injured survivors in Blackwood.
Okay. And all the
gone.
People who died are missing? Wait.
So 48 of those people are missing, so they don't have those bodies. They are like either presumed injured or dead. At At least that's what the report's saying. But they also do confirm that there is at least 38 individuals that have been killed.
Okay,
And this
so-
also includes 2 Council of Elders that have been killed.
So 12 injured, 48 missing, 38 dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
The report goes on to indicate that the Sentinels have also been drastically cut down.
Like a lot of
The-
them died.
Yes, so Sentinels are slightly different to normal guardsmen.
Yeah, they're like elite troops. I did read
Yeah,
about.
yeah. They're more elites in their job and in their training. They take orders basically from anyone that holds any form of high rank within the sanctuary, mostly taking orders from any form of the detectives and or sanctuary staff. But a lot of those have been taken down as well. This report indicates that what they know is the Sentinels were too slow comparatively to the enemies that attacked, which were fast, swift, quicker than the Sentinels' current reaction time, seemingly. The report shows that there is 12 Sentinels currently alive but heavily injured, and there is approximately 42 dead and another 13 missing.
And that's just so the others were so the other report was about the civilians.
Those were just the normal guardsmen, either sanctuary staff or guardsmen.
Okay. Sanctuary staff injured, and only 12 sentinels remain heavily, so 12 sentinels remain heavily injured, and another 42 dead or missing. Okay. I assume this is just like a document on a table. I'm just like very casually like reading over.
Yep.
Like I'm staying in the exact same spot, but I'm just very obviously leaning over, looking at this document.
Yeah, it seems to indicate that the Sentinels were too slow to like react to this threat. Whether that's due to armor, whether that's just due to the enemy being quicker and more stealthy or whatever. Nobody really knows what's going on. There's not really much about any form of styles of attack because either the people are dead or they're missing. The current injuries are just seemingly haven't been approached for any form of statements.
Scary.
The
Why would I look away
report
from the
does
document?
also indicate that it happened on the Sunday, 3rd of October.
Ah, okay. Sunday, 3rd. Yeah. And Sedna will, after finishing read that, look back, act casual.
Just shortly after you sort of look back and act casual, Creed pulls out this box, puts it on the desk, kind of a heavy thump, and skims through it. And he's sort of going, Blackthorn, 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 as he's skimming through paperwork, and he's like, he pulls out one sheet of paper. Well, Blackthorn used to be owned by the Aria family. Was then decommissioned by the Aria family about 6 decades ago.
How do you spell Arya? Said that nobody has her notebook out.
Arior. It's the same as in the NPC channel.
Okay, there was. I wasn't aware there was an Arya in the NPC channels.
I've literally just put it in.
I see.
So it's at the bottom of the page.
That's Sarah.
That's who walked out of the room.
Yes. All right, so it's owned by the Arya family, but decommissioned how long ago?
60 years ago.
60 years ago. Okay.
Was supposed to be destroyed. Materials going towards Blackwood for new opportunities and buildings. never did happen because confrontation with the Grand Mage. Yada yada yada. Been abandoned. Believes to be infested by something. Nobody knows. But yada yada yada. Yeah, that's about it.
D- Go over that last part again. What was all that yada yadas?
What is appears to be infested. Last report.
Infested.
Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't say what
decided-
by. Nobody knows. Apparently, Barathon the Secrets was last reported on the manor. Said it seemed to be infested by creatures. Didn't investigate because he's a massive pussy.
Okay. And they decided to get a scholar for that. I assume it's not rats.
He shrugs his shoulders.
Okay. Well, thank you for the help. That will hopefully that's something.
If you're doing the Blackthorn mission, who the fuck are they sending you with?
They didn't give me anyone, but I've managed to find a team to help me with that.
Oh, a team. That's great. That's great. You're gonna need them. Are they any decent? Do you think they're any decent?
Well, they look tough. I don't know. I'm not a very good judge of character, honestly.
But I mean,
But
looks are one thing. Like, look at me, and he like sort of stands in the posture, throws his arms out, gesturing to look at him, be like, "Yeah, I could still take on some fuckers in my time."
I imagine so. But yeah,
Are you lying?
I don't
You
know.
making fun of me?
No, no, I'm not. No, not at all.
Just because I'm 50
they just
doesn't
have-
mean I can't kick your ass.
I'm sure you. I don't know where this is going. They had
I'm
big
just-
swords, all right. I don't know. They're the first people I found.
You hired the first people you found? Are you fucking mad?
Listen.
You didn't go
I'm not-
looking around. I know at least 2 people you could have hired.
Oh, well, I think I already agreed. I already agreed to the contract, so unfortunately, but I'm sure they'll do fine. But what were these? What people?
Oh, you want my people?
Well, if you know, just in case, maybe you know.
Okay. So both of my people are Shadowkai. One is very ugly. The other isn't as ugly, but is a fucking menace. Absolute assholes, both of them. But they get the job done. I swear to you. You know, I've known them for a while. 12 months, give or take. But yeah, they can get the job done. Those fuckers can get the job done. In fact, they just
Oh.
came back to Blackwood just yesterday.
That's a funny coincidence. Two of the people I hired were Shatterkai.
Oh,
maybe-
really? Are they ugly?
I don't impart that judgment on people, but maybe it's subjective. You know, I can't give subjective. You know,
It's definitely not subjective. You're either ugly or you're not
Fuck you,
ugly.
then.
I hear from the other side of the city. Perhaps by some societal standards, yes, they could be considered ugly. I'm not saying I personally consider that.
Well, look.
But-
I mean, if you got your people, you got your people. I can't influence your decision to hire more people. Seems pretty
Well,
silly.
I mean, it sounds like it sounds like those were the same people you were recommending anyway. So hopefully,
Well, I don't know.
it'll be
There's
all
a few Shadowkai people here, I believe, in the city. No, I'll write their names down and I'll give you their address and you
also-
can go knock on their door.
Okay, thanks. I will take.
He
I'll
writes
take
down their
the advice.
names and the address. The name is Zinon and a Wauvin. And the address is 62 Booker Lane.
Okay, 62 Booker Lane. Okay, thank you. All right. I think, unless you think you have anything else, I think I will be off, and I suppose to this manor.
Okay, well, if you need anything else, don't come back to me. I'm just a records keeper. This is literally the most boring place in any part of the world.
I wouldn't say that. You got a lot of interesting documents around here.
Well,
I'm just gonna
they're
go now. Bye.
interesting. But... Okay, bye. Fucker.
I tried to be so polite.
I'm just gonna
You
write
forgot
down
to
a
bring
note.
him coffee.
Didn't get a chance. I assume you go back to the tavern.
Yeah, I head back to the tavern.
Okay. Takes you a while, 20 minutes give or take. I presume that the people inside the tavern, all of you have just like either ordered foods and drinks again, just start chatting around the table.
Sedna would return. At what time is it now? Like noon, I
It's
guess.
probably coming
maybe.
up to like 20 past 10.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm back.
Hello.
I have learned a little bit. Admittedly, not maybe as much as I perhaps wanted to, but it doesn't seem like they know much. All I gained is that the Blackthorn Manor used to be owned by the Oria family. It was decommissioned 60 years ago, and then apparently it was supposed to be disassembled, but was infested by something.
Okay, so some kind of pest going on there then.
Yes, though I don't. Honestly, I don't know. The way he described it, he described the person who was supposed to go down there and prepare for the demolition, apparently got scared and left.
Okay, so the rats are quite big then, I assume.
Yes, possibly. They are big rats. They are quite big. But hopefully it is just rats and not the other things that were suggested. Because this was other information that I got, not overly important. I just saw a document lying around. Apparently, I spotted I also read a document about the attack that happened a little while ago, and apparently, what attacked were fast. Apparently, faster than sentinels at the very least, and were described as cloaked with pale skin.
I look to my left.
I'm gonna trust it wasn't you two.
I did not have anything to do with this. I
would also
swear.
say the report would have indicated there are mass amounts of those creatures that had attacked the sanctuary. It's not just like a couple.
I believe it said something like
It's
they were like 60 something.
No, that's how many people were injured.
Right. Oh yeah.
Sanctuary staff were injured. That's how many sort of regular staff members and or guard members were injured. The creatures themselves, they were in mass, but there's no like actual number. It just says massive creatures, humanoid creatures, so to speak.
Okay, so it could have been just 10 or 20.
I can't say.
So as long as there isn't like a couple hundred more of you, I don't think it. I don't. There's apparently a lot of them.
Right. Yeah, let's hope the whatever has infested that manor is just rats. And not whatever you are talking about, because I don't want to meet a horde of that. If they have basically killed. How many did you say?
She would pull out her notebook. The amount killed was about 12 sanctuary staff were 38 sanctuary staff were killed, 48 missing, and about 42 sentinels are dead or missing as well.
Rats. Yes.
So a lot. Yeah, let's hope it isn't them. I don't think I will be. I don't think
Yeah, maybe not being here is the better option, I would say in that case.
Yeah, to
Shall
be
we
honest, I'm
get
not sure.
going? It's a long
Yes,
road.
I don't have any. I could get some. Yeah, I'll be fine. I should maybe get rations before I go.
Yeah, have we all eaten? Yeah.
The only person that hasn't eaten is Sedna.
Yeah, that's like in character a question to everyone.
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet. I've judging also by the fact that I got to the city at 6. I imagine I left at like the crack of dawn for wherever I was
Pretty much.
previously.
Last night it was getting dark and you wanted to push forward, but you're also on your own, so you decided to make a small camp, slept, and as soon as you got up, super dark, but you're like, I'm gonna push and just get there, and that's what you did.
Yep, but I don't think I have many. I'm just gonna go get some rations and I can eat those. I can eat those on the way. I'll be fine.
You do also remember, Creed gave you information of hiring possibly 2 more people.
Oh
Gave you
yes.
their address.
Oh yes, I was. Well, I mean, I do know. I did get. I cannot. Wyovin's name.
Wauvin.
Wauvin. Why does it's a W and then a V?
Yes.
My American brain does not understand.
Neither does
Wauvin.
Alex's English.
It gets
Yes,
there,
but
okay.
so your name was Wauvin, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I was apparently the archivist actually recommended you to. So
I'm gonna cough on my beer. Like, you say what now?
well, yeah, he recommended you. So that's good.
Either that or he wants you dead.
Maybe. I
Damn,
hope
I'm gonna
not.
slap my knee. He really wants me dead.
If he wanted you dead, he would have done it himself. We both know that.
It did seem like the type.
Well, I would like to see the old man try.
There was a threatening aura about him. I'm gonna go get rations.
Mm-hmm.
I assume there's I guess there's a market right outside. So
Yeah, there is the market district outside, or you could potentially see if there's rations here to be sold.
yep, I'm gonna go look for rations.
Okay. Are you looking in the market district, or are you gonna ask?
Yeah, I'm gonna look in the market just if there's like
okay.
a travel store.
Literally in a tavern full of food, could have gotten better rations, but okay.
They would go bad.
Yeah, so Zinon buys rations from the innkeep.
Okay.
Likewise.
They're
I
slightly
think I
more.
will
Innkeep
also
stuff.
jump on that one.
They're slightly more expensive than what you'd usually do. It's about 2 silver per ration. But when you get handed a ration, it's filled with a few more goods. So there's a few more fruit and veggies in it. Bit more of a variety than what there usually is in a standard ration pack. You get a little bit of jerky, but you also get some more fresh meats as well. With the understanding that these rations are to be eaten day by day. It's genuinely a little bit nicer. There's also like a slice of cake that's been slightly enchanted with magic to last slightly longer. To stay fresher for longer.
I'm gonna buy 7 of them.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
I
gonna
am-
buy. I'm gonna buy 3.
Well, when you say Jesus Christ, I'm like, okay, then I'll just buy like not that many.
Yeah, and here I was thinking of having 4 more, so I have like 10 days of rations.
How
Well,
much do
the 2 silver each. So go nuts, I guess.
how much do the budget rations cost?
So I gotta look it up.
Listen, I'm not operating here with a whole lot of money. I need to go for the budget options here.
Give me 1 moment. I'd say they cost like 5 copper pieces per thing, and they're the same as what you'd get. That you're kind of used to is very dried jerky, dried fruits, nuts, all sorts of like not very great, not very great. But that's
I'll
what
buy
you'd be able to buy in the market district.
I'll buy 5
Okay.
for 25 copper pieces.
Okay.
Right.
So some of you have got some more swanky ration bags with cake in it, and Sedna, you stuck with cheap shit.
Warming it up, it's fine. I didn't get
Yeah,
paid
while
enough.
putting my rations back, I realized that I also found a merchant ring.
You did.
I did. Goddamn. I will try to sell this one off in the market.
Okay. I think some other people wanted to go to the market, if I remember rightly. Pretty sure it's Wauvin and Zinon.
Yeah.
You want to go to the market? Anyone else? I would assume you all go as a group at this point.
Yes. I think I'll buy
Yeah.
some rations.
Okay. Carthus, are you buying the more nicer rations or the cheaper shit?
Cheap shit.
Okay. I tried to
is there
do
any
that. Go on.
is there any like jerky type dried stuff?
Yeah, the cheap ones come with the standard array of pretty much dried fruits and dried fruits in this case, nuts and jerky.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. No cake for me.
Okay. Anyone looking for anything specific?
Do we need some rat poison?
I'm
You
not
can
sure it's actually rats, to be honest.
you could buy rat poison if that's what you want.
Well,
No,
I
have
mean, rat poison is,
pieces
in
of
the end of the
work.
day, poison anyways, right? So,
I would say you can just buy poison.
Do you poison?
I was going to see if I can maybe get a better shield.
Okay. Give me one moment while I try to find my catalog of things. I'd say going to the alchemist for those who wants to buy poison. A basic vial of poison would cost you 33 silver pieces per potion. But we can get to that in a minute. For Bavin, you're pretty positive you know where you want to go for your shield.
Yes.
You've been here for a little while. You know the shop names relatively well. You know of a shop called Top Shop. In the market district, it is owned by 3 individuals. The plaque very much shows the 3 individuals. There seems to be one in the center that's taller than the rest, and the other 2 sort of on the side of him. One shorter, the other one about medium. So you got like short, tall, and medium. The wooden sign inscripted with that with the words Top Shop. You've not been in there much. You've been in there maybe once or twice in your time of being in Blackwood, but you know this is probably the place that you want to go to if you want to try and get something either more magical or just something that looks maybe a little bit better. They basically advertise themselves as the one place to come for everything for your needs, essentially. Not quite a general shop, but like it's in that sort of vein. And as you open the door to sort of go in, the shorter individual appears to be at the front of the desk. It's sort of a... I didn't get to finish the map, but I do have it somewhere, and I can describe it better if I pull it up very quickly. Here we go. What I will do, so I can give you the very bare bone basics. I don't have any thing in here, so give me 1 moment. I can dump it in as a quick scene. I didn't quite get to finish off the everything this week, so pretty sure yeah, that's fine. Yeah, the shorter individual is at the counter over here. Actually, can I? I think I can. Give me 1 moment. Sorry. He is big.
Oh man.
All I saw was penis.
Why is he just in the most normal ass clothing?
He's just a guy, okay?
Just a regular guy. Let me stick you. Is anyone with Wauvin? Does he have his regular babysitter with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's your dog as well.
And dog.
Yeah, don't forget the dog anymore. Yeah. So the shorter individual is in the front.
Yes.
Again, you don't know his name. He's shorter than the rest. You know that much. Less old, still pushing 40s, give or take. Odd-looking boots. Teeth whiter than average.
I so recognize that man.
Yep, me too. I didn't say anything.
I haven't even said anything, and he's in a laughing fit.
Oh Lord. Yeah, carry on.
You back to normality now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ish.
Customers, how are you doing on this fine day?
Well, I'm doing quite all right. I'm looking to get a bit of an upgrade on my shield, and I'm going to take it off my back and place it on the counter.
Well, we do have some better shields. Anything in particular you're looking for? More expensive range, cheaper range? Kind of have a bit of bobs here and there?
Well, do you have any you would in particular, recommend?
Oh, well, I'd recommend a particular set of shields. Over by our armored plaques, we have all our standing shields, and I particularly like all of them. They are fantastic and protect you very well from anything an average adventurer may come into on their daily travels. Ish.
That does sound very nice, considering that is what I need for myself. What is your name again? I can't seem to remember your name. I've lived here for a year, but I can't recall it, unfortunately.
Name's Hardwell. Richard Hardwell.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Wauvin Cyradros.
It's nice to meet you, Wauvin. I haven't seen you around often. I think I've seen you a couple of times.
Well, I stand out as a sore thumb.
Well, you said it, I didn't.
Am I mistaken by saying that you own this place with other people?
I
I've seen
do. Yeah. I have
What-
my
what are their
co-owners.
names?
Oh, well, there is James Mayfield, is co-owner, and there's Jerry Clarksman as a co-owner.
Oh, very, very interesting. You must give my regards. But back to the shield at hand. I was maybe looking for, well, not the most expensive upgrade, but an upgrade, alas.
Right.
Um,
Well, I can definitely give you an upgrade. I can definitely tell you as well, it probably put a little hole in your pocket.
well, everything does that.
He does direct you to a shield. +1 shields are expensive. I just want to double check and make sure my conversion is correct. I would say, yeah. +1 shields are 287 silver pieces.
Hot diggity dog, I'll take it.
Okay. You're now one proud owner of a shield.
How much was it? 287.
87.
You're such a good salesman. I didn't even feel the need to haggle with you. It's almost as if it was a bit enchanting.
Well, I get that an awful lot.
Well, with your white teeth and very, very nice style, I reckon you do.
Well, I appreciate you buttering me up.
Yeah. Well, laying up for a discount for my next purchase,
Your next purchase, and what might that be?
Well, would you have maybe a better half plate as well, good sir? If this will obviously depend on my current budget, but maybe for next time, so I would know what kind of price range we're talking about.
Half plates are expensive.
I am terribly aware, which is why I brought this from the Shadowfell.
That's from the Shadowfell?
Yes, it is.
Looks pretty decent.
Thank you.
Yikes.
I don't like that reply.
Holy moly. Yeah, you definitely can't afford half plate at all. Yeah, very, very expensive half plate is. The cheapest way of buying it is usually in gold pieces, and even then that's an expensive purchase. You know that in this realm, they're slightly cheaper than what they are in the Shadowfell, based on the fact that materials to make these things are more readily available here than they are in the Shadowfell. Even so, half plates still usually cost somewhere in the region of 350 to 400 gold pieces, and that's in gold pieces. That we're not talking about silver; we're talking about gold.
Okay. Fuck. Yes, well, that would be a bit out of my price range. So for next time, I'll probably have deeper pockets, if you know what I mean.
Are you looking to perhaps get a different weapon?
Well, I've grown quite fond of my scimitar, but if you would take this in for a trade and for an upgrade, then mayhaps.
I may have something that would interest a man like you.
Really?
Yes. I have in my possession, in this very shop that I bought in myself, mind you, and not my other co-workers, I have in my possession a very rare sword that also comes from the Shadowfell.
Really?
Yes. It is apparently made by the very last light shed by some of the ravens in the Shadowfell.
Really? That does pique my interest.
Now, here we call them moon touched, but I think in the Shadowfell you call it something different. But
Can I make a history check to see if I remember what it's
Yeah.
called to seem smart?
yeah, go for it.
That's an 18 plus. What is my history? But so that's a dirty 20.
Okay. You would know off the top of your head what they're talking about is what you would call in the Shadowfell, the Raven's last glow.
Mhm.
That's what those kind of weapons would be named. These are called moon touched weapons in this vein,
Mhm.
and there is a scimitar version. You know that history roll. Any weapon that is made with that name, when you unsheath the blade, the sword sheds what is essentially moonlight, creating a bright light in 15-foot radius and dim light in an additional 15 feet.
Mhm.
I believe they're also magical.
Well, how much would this blade cost me?
Well, I would say I could probably sell it for. I'll give you 180 silver pieces for it, to sell it.
If I take my scimitar in trade,
That's with the trade.
that is with the trade. Meet me at 165, and we do have a deal, considering your impeccable style.
Make a persuasion check.
Please be well. So that's a, and that's 14.
There is a pause, and for a long moment, you think he's doing like the hard pause sale, like,
Mhm.
and then you are an excellent salesman. You do really well at behind a counter, Deal.
Thank you very much.
And you are now one proud owner of a moon-touched scimitar.
Okay, let me just find that in.
I genuinely just have to type in MOO and they come up.
Oh yeah, yeah, the only thing. Thank you, good sir. This has been a pleasure.
Zinon, have you been looking around the store?
Yeah, a bit.
Do you want to
But
make a perception check with advantage, seeing as it's been so long?
with advantage.
Yeah. You come in at the same time as Wauvin did, and they've talked. He's bought stuff. You've had a pretty decent, like, probably 10 minutes having a good look around.
So that's a 22.
22. Store is full of lots of weapons and shields. But you also notice there's the odd thing here or there just behind the counter that really piques your interest. There is what appears to be a golden weaved bag, like sack, in the back. And there also appears to be a slightly more well designed messenger bag also in the back as well, behind him. That is coloured in a sort of blue, sort of weaved with blue colours, comparatively to the other one that's golden. Those seem to be the only things that really pique your interest, other than maybe perhaps a dagger that you've spotted that is just called Dagger of Venom. It says on the little card.
So I point to the golden weaved bag and the messenger bag. How much is the going rate of those bags you have in the back there?
Oh, our bags. Well, depending on which one you want. We have the rarer and harder to collect bag of holding, and then this messenger style bag is the Harvey Handsack. These are pretty pricey if I remember correctly. And he sort of looks for something on his desk and gets like a clipboard out. They are expensive, but one's cheaper than the other. And that's the messenger bag is cheaper than the bag of holding. Bags of holding are very expensive to get in these parts, especially considering most of them are imported from the other mainland continent.
So, what's the going rate of the messenger bag?
I'm looking it up. I thought I read it down, but I haven't written it down anywhere. The messenger bag is gonna be 626 silver pieces.
Well, that's a bit rich for my wallet.
But it is also magical, and it can do almost everything a bag of holding does. You know what the bag of holding does, right?
I am aware.
Okay. Well, this bag does slightly more than the bag of holding. It allows you to find things, like when you're looking for them and you want them, they come up to the top magically. It's all magic, you see.
Well, I only have 500 silver on me. So that's
Okay.
the only thing I could eventually pay for anything at this moment. So it is a bit rich for me at this moment.
Okay. I could bring it down to 500, but you need to do a job for us to pay off the rest of the 100 silver, of course.
What kind of job would that be?
That is the kind of job that only my coworker knows about, and I don't. Sorry.
Well, I am about to head out to a different job, so would not
Well,
be
it's not a
available
straight
to
away
do.
job. You don't have to do it immediately. I don't know what it is, and I don't know when my coworker is coming in today. I'll get details if you come back. I can always give you the details when you come back. If you come back.
Well, given that I don't know anything about the job, I'm not too sure if I should trust that it's 100 silver job or maybe 150 silver job. If you would, with the uncertainty, could you please come down to maybe 450?
Is that with doing the job?
Yeah, with doing the job.
Make a persuasion check.
That's a 15.
All right, cool. Thank you, Di. You said 450. I could do 460.
But it gives at least a bit more safety in my on my end. I'll take that deal.
And he holds out his hand, goes to shake yours.
I
Very good
shake his hand.
deal. Proud owner of a new Harvey hardsack. These are very hard to get in this continent, you know. And he sort of puts the bag on the desk, allowing you to take it, along with the
Yeah.
payment of 460 silver pieces. But you are now a proud owner of the Harvey hardsack. That's not the legacy versions, by the way. That is the more up-to-date 2024 rulings, by the way. And Valvin, you're now a proud owner
Yes.
of Moontouch Sword Scimitar version.
Mhm.
And
I am.
you also know
While I'm standing here, I'm just going to, in front of him, just name it Whisper Coil second.
Whisper
also-
Coiled the second.
Mhm. It's a name that I'm quite fond of, and I'm going to just call it Whisper Coil the second.
Was that what you called your last sword?
Yes, indeed.
I will make sure that I will put it on the plaque when we attempt to sell it again.
It is. I'm going to. I haven't yet removed the hex blade property on it, so I'm going to just. I presume it's still on the counter, so I'm going to
Yep.
grab it and pull it from its sheath, and it's going to slightly hum, almost like a whisper is coming out of the blade, and then sheath it again.
When you pull it out of the blade and you sort of bring it in front of you and you bring in the flat part of the blade to look at you, you've done a lot of work with this blade over your time. You've had this for a long time. You love scimitars. You've treated it really nice. It's got a nice mirror finish on it. It is fantastic. And as you're sort of putting in the flat side of the blade, giving it one last look, and you know, diminishing your hex blade on it. Not that you would know particularly you're doing that, but as you're doing it, you see in the reflection the old man that you think was in your dreams a couple of nights ago. You know, he called himself Mr. Hands. You can see the sort of demon-like pupils in his eyes, the red undercut shirt and the black tie, the white hair, and he sort of just slights of a sly smirk appealing on his face, and you know, you sort of quickly turn around, but there's nothing behind you, and by the time you look to the blade again, it's gone.
Yeah. And I'm going to sheath it and tell Richard Hardwell to take very fine care of it.
We'll take great care of anything in this store. All sorts of things we've had, and we take good care of it, and we resell it on.
What sort of price would it take for me to buy this blade back? Just out of curiosity, what would you price it at?
Well, I mean, if you want to buy it back, I can always hold it behind the store for you. I'd say it's come from Shadowfell, right? You forged it in the Shadowfell?
Yes. Well, I didn't forge it, but I did acquire it in the Shadowfell.
Well, it was forged in the Shadowfell.
Yes.
Good condition, I'd say. I'd say I could resell it for you at 20 silver pieces.
Could you hold on to it until we are back from our current job, and if I find it I want to separate from it, then you can sell it afterwards.
Of course, of course.
Well, thank you, Richard. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
And it's been a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
And then I'm going to take the scimitar, put it on my belt, and take the new shield on my back and set out.
Okay. You guys leave the store. what's everyone else doing? Sort of during this time. What is Rurik doing? What's Carthus doing? You guys are buying potions. Yep.
Yeah, at least I was trying to get rid of my merchant ring that we found along the road.
Okay.
So I guess a jeweler would be the place, right?
Jewelers. You could also go to just where Wauvin and Zinon was, which is in the top shop. Not just weapons that they sell a variety of things in there and buy a variety of things. You might not necessarily know that's what they do, but give or take. Carthus, what are you doing?
I don't really have anything I want to buy, so
You've changed your mind with the poison?
yes. I don't think the poison will do me many favors, so
Okay. Are you just wandering with Rurik?
yeah.
Okay.
Guess so.
And Sedna, what is she doing?
Yeah, I can't think of any equipment I need. I have everything prepared, which is my notebook, and that's actually about it.
Okay.
I got my rations, and
right.
that's all I need.
Rurik, you do find a jeweler's. Again, takes you a while to look around the place to make sure that you're getting your bearings right and you know where you're going. You do find a jeweler's shop, Rings of Many, as it's called.
Okay. I walk up to the shopkeeper there and say that, well, I was out traveling and on the road I found this ring. It so happens that I do not need it, so I was wondering if it was worth anything. And I hold up this merchant ring.
Okay. Give me one moment. Can you give me like 5 minute short break?
Yeah,
need to
well,
do
on the
one thing.
notes here, I have written down 1 gold piece, but that could be.
Oh, I'm not looking for that. It is. I've forgotten the species name, and I don't want to fucking incriminate myself with the wrong species because then I'd be called a racist.
It's a species, not a race.
So your species.
Speciesist.
All right, then I'll be called a speciesist. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's have a 5 minute break so I can find it because I can't find it. So 5 minute break, guys. Go get drinks.
Okie
and such.
dokie.
I'm going to let everyone know that I'm just going to run back to the house to grab something before we head out.
Okay.
Sprinting at the speed of light.
Mm.
Speed of much more mediocre speed.
That was the fucking acceleration of
I.
that was the acceleration that the goat had in the combat arena.
I don't remember the scope.
You weren't there for the
No,
combat
you were not
arena.
there.
No.
What did we end up with? Wasn't it infinite G forces?
Yeah, infinite acceleration was the
Yeah.
conclusion because it was moving like 300 squares.
You should basically move at like 300, 400 feet per second, something like that.
Yeah.
Or feet, just in general.
And we considered that it was like 6 seconds per turn or something like that, so it ended up being like insanely fast.
Yep.
That's how Max Verstappen always feels.
Do, 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 do.
Am I going insane?
Yes, you are.
There they are. Okay. I had such a hard time finding that one.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I'm just looking for something else now. There it is. Okay, I did find it. I was just blind as fuck. Are we all here?
I think so.
Sound off. Chav,
Yours?
Ethan, Johnny.
Yes.
No, I'm not here.
Okay, John,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we gotta wait for Ethan to come back.
No, I'll be back in like a couple seconds. It'll be fine.
Okay.
All right, I'm
Right.
back now.
So, Rurik, you find the shop, Ring of Many. You are quite surprised to know that inside the shop it is there are like things where you physically couldn't reach even if you was like a normal height per se. There are shelves that are very high up that seem to have things on them. And you're kind of confused with that when you walk in until you realize that the shopkeeper is a fairy. Very small, tiny little thing, smaller than you, sort of just flapping around near the countertop. Just a female fairy. You kind of have difficulty making out facial features because they are very small individuals and they're also very rare. Just to see. I mean, I mean, you work with corpses, so
Yeah.
you
Well,
you probably don't
I'm not
see
sure I
many
would
dead
see
fairies.
that. No, I guess they usually disappear.
Maybe.
Anyways, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I was walking up to the counter asking if it was possible the ring I have is worth something.
You're pulling out the merchant ring, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you found a merchant ring? Where did you find that?
Well, I was traveling between Black Harbor and here, and well, on our way we had an interesting encounter with some bandits. So honestly, I guess it has been robbed of someone. The owner was not around anymore, so.
Oh, that's a real shame. Those things are really expensive.
Right. Is it worth anything to you?
To me? I mean, maybe. Are you looking to sell it?
Well, I don't need it, I think, so why not get rid of it? Well, of course, if it's worthless, I will put it back in my pocket and carry it along.
But these rings are never worthless.
Right. Anyways, what would you be able to give for such a ring?
How much did I say they were worth? I can't find. I wrote it down, but I can't find where I wrote it down. I think I said it was a gold, didn't I?
Yes, I
Okay.
think so, because that's what I've written here.
Well, merchant rings are pretty expensive because normal people don't have them. Are you a merchant?
Well, no, as I stated, this is, well, I guess not mine, but at the same time, the owner is not around, so.
Oh, well, I mean, I could give you like 2 gold.
Well, gold is not an usual coin, but I would be happy to. Yes, I
These
agree.
merchant rings are very rare, you see. They're only designed by the Merchant Guild and they don't make them anywhere else.
Well, understandable. Maybe it's a nice collectible for someone else then.
I mean, I could probably sell it to a collector.
I don't care what you would do with this ring.
Did
But I
you
will
did
accept
you
your
want to
offer
trade it instead? I could give you a ring of protection. That might help.
Oh, well, now we are talking. Maybe we can find some kind of deal here. Ring of protection, you say?
Yeah, ring of protections uh are difficult to get, but I have one. But it's the only thing I think I could actually trade for it.
Yeah, well, I would be happy. Let's see, what does that ring of protection actually do?
If I remember rightly, it gives you +1 to your AC.
On top of armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you have to attune to it, but it will give you a +1.
Yeah, well, a ring of protection would come in quite handy, you see. Well, I've taken a job quite recently where we will be most probably facing some kind of infestation of something. We assume it's rats, but better stay safe, right? So maybe it's a good trade to have this ring of protection.
Safe
It's at
is
least
always
worth
the
more to
best
me.
option.
I agree. Let's. But yeah, I agree to your offer then. One ring
Okay.
of protection for this merchant ring.
Okay, I can do that. She flutters off pretty quickly, like past you, and you can see her like fly up to one of the shelves, and she's looking, and then she finds it, and then flies back down to the countertop and puts it down onto the countertop for you. This is a ring of protection, and it's just like very simple ring made of what you expect to be a platinum band, and it seems to be encrusted with like a sapphire on top.
Well, I guess I'm not sure what I expected. I haven't really seen many of these magical artifacts.
Well, for
I'm
jewelry,
expecting it, looking at if it's some kind of shimmer on it.
we use platinum because it helps imbue the magic into the jewelry. It's one
I
of the
see.
very few metals that actually work with magic, and you don't have to like swear at it to get it to work.
Well, I take this new ring and put it on my finger.
Okay.
Not sure what I'm expecting. Probably nothing, considering.
I believe you have to attune to them,
Yes.
which will take I think an hour. But you can do that, and it should attune to you before you get to your job.
Yeah, we would be traveling for a couple of days, so I expect so. But yeah.
Pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Ferry. I was hoping. I'm not sure what I was hoping for, but this is probably the better deal. So thanks a lot, and I leave the store.
Okay. It seems like nobody else wants to go shopping.
Yep.
Cool. You'll sort of gather together, not inside the tavern, but you sort of gather outside of it, waiting for people. Carthus, you was with Rurik, but I believe you just sort of waited outside the store. You two head off, finding the other 3 or 4 if you want to count the dog as part of the party, waiting for you sort of by the tavern.
Ah, you have already found your new sword, I guess. I'm looking at. Is it
I think
Wauvin?
Balvin's buggered off to his home, correct?
Oh,
Yeah,
he is the
yeah.
only one gone.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Okay,
So it should
that
be
failed.
Zinon. Sorry. Let's go to quickly to Balvin. What are you looking for back at home?
I'm just gonna go home, just a little bit freaked out about the fact that I saw the man again,
Oh, okay.
and I'm just going to quickly like sit down in my bed and just draw the blade and just see if I can mimic it, to see if I can make him appear again.
Roll me a D100.
72.
Okay. You unsheath the blade. You know, this is now a moon touched blade. It does shimmer and glow a little bit. Looks
Mhm.
kind of pretty. Lights up your room.
Yeah.
You again pull the flat side of the blade. There's no imperfection on it, so to speak, but it's definitely not up to what you would class as your standard. It probably you think needs a bit of sharpening, needs a bit of respect given to the blade. There is a bit of a mirror
Yeah.
finish, but it's not an awful lot. It's a bit jagged. It's like one of those think of those mirrors that sort of bounce your reflection and make you look either like really big, really small,
Yeah.
like a maze of mirrors kind of thing. You just see like bits of it where there is a mirror finish and you are getting a reflection back to you, and then there's bits where it just cuts off.
Mhm.
You don't see anything as a reflection other than yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna sheath it and just mumble to myself, like cursing it almost. Like, why, what's happening? Holy shit. Like, very stressed out. And then I'm just going to get up and start walking towards the rest of the party again.
Okay. When you go to leave, you shut the door, you lock the door behind you.
Mhm.
You know, as you do, you step down onto the pavement, a piece of pavement breaks and slips away.
Mhm.
And you sort of head down, and for a briefest of moments, you catch a glimpse of the man. But he rounds the corner, and you see it just no visual.
Like, rubbing my eyes, thinking, oh my fucking god, what's going on? And then I'm just going to keep walking towards the party, but like looking a little bit like around to see if I can spot him again.
You don't spot anything like that again
Okay.
on your journey back. You make your way back as the rest of the party also sort of comes together as a whole again.
Yep.
So, are we all ready to head out?
I think so.
Should still have, I guess it's like probably
Yes,
12
indeed.
o'clock by now. Well then, let's go. And Sedna would walk away, expecting falling right.
Yeah. Well,
Do we still have that cart, the bandit cart?
I thought
I
we delivered it.
you no, you don't.
Not the bandit cart.
No.
Okay.
You when you came to the gates, you said you had the one for the supplies and that you picked up another one from the like fake toll gate. And I'm pretty sure they told you to park it around just to the left of the gate, which you both did. You all lined it up. You didn't say it was your
Alright.
cart, you said it was someone else's, so
Alright then.
okay. You'll head off to the gate of Blackwood, going to exit it. And that's where we'll end the session.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay to the end of the session. Am I that bad?
Finally, it's over. God.
I
That'll
see
be
how
fun.
it is.
I imagine now that when you have to recap this session after Christmas and New Year. Ooh,
Mhm.